Hello, everybody. It's Saturday night. Welcome to the pub. I hope you all are doing well. Looks like the camera lens is a little smudgy. Not much better. Anyways, hopefully everyone's good. Sound is good. Last Dance RW, thanks for being here. Working Blue, what is going on? 420. Hey, just Steve-O. What's up, buddy? Salute, Anticorp. Indeed. Let's get that pin comment thing going, and we will rock and roll. It's a little close on YouTube. Focus seems a little off. Whatevs. How you doing?
All right. How you doing?
Pretty good, thank you.
Happy Saturday. Did you have a
Same
good
to
week?
you. Yeah, it was good. It was a full-on five-day work week, no breaks. So it was good, busy, which is good. Went by quick because I was busy. Slow weeks always seem to go by slower. I look forward to busy,
Yeah. Got something fun planned for Smoke Wife and the daughter tomorrow?
Not really. We'll just have some nice meals and spend some time together. And that's it, really, man. She's reluctant to even want to do anything, She's just like happy to be
Well,
alive. So
any place you might think to go on Mother's Day, everybody else is going to be going there too.
exactly. That's why we're not going to go out. Maybe we'll do something nice takeout for lunch, and then I'll make a nice dinner for her, some surf and turf or something like that. But yeah,
The one thing I always never minded a crowd for was what's that summer holiday?
4th,
The 4th too, but there's another one. Maybe it's later in the summer.
Labor Day.
Maybe, yeah. And everybody, you go out to the park, everybody's out there cooking out, and it seems pretty chill and festive, and it's nice to be within a crowd.
That's
sometimes.
Labor Day. Yeah, like
Labor
all the work,
Day. Okay, yeah.
all the working people go out and cuddle, drink beer during the day, and
Yep.
yeah, that's a good one. It's a nice beach weekend usually. You want those big holiday weekends around here, at least you want them to coincide with low tide, so there's a lot more beach.
Yeah.
If it's high tide and you have a huge crowd, it sucks, but luckily my beaches don't have any parking. It's all walking only, so it's only the people who live around here, which saves a ton of yahoos and googans from showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Today I took my first beach casts.
Oh, yeah.
I drove.
Awesome.
Yeah, had one fish blow up on the top water and nothing else, but I drove south, like down the coast, because the fish come up from the south, and they hang down 20 miles south of here and before they get to us. So I tried there, and it was rainy and ice cold. The water was probably 49 degrees. Not great for wading, but I did anyways without waders. Almost got a fish. It was just nice to be back out there after this hellacious winter of 2-foot storms, which was just a tough one for sure. Thank God we made it.
RW.
There he is. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm all right. It's been a pretty relaxing day, so good day.
Very
Happy
nice.
Saturday, Last Dance.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You guys yourselves do anything today?
We went for a walk. Went down to my
Nice.
grandparents at the bottom of the property and just hung out and watched the bluebirds. And he's got some tree swallows that are chasing off the purple martins that finally came in. So that's a hard decision for him to make because those tree swallows are such a pretty bird. But he'll go cutthroat if he has to get his purple martins. So it's going to be an interesting experience. And we have a raccoon that's the size of 3 raccoons that we finally caught on camera that's eating the ducks. It's already eaten 6 of the ducks, and there's 2 left. And this thing is like
Full
looks like a
size
Labrador
ducks?
that people don't know how to feed right.
It's eating baby ducks or adult ducks?
This size mallards.
Damn.
How does he catch him?
They're dumb ducks. They just sleep on the grass and they'll come up and grab them by the head and drag them off into the forest.
Sucks. Yeah, you're gonna have to get your 22 out on that thing. That one you
So
can legally
I
kill.
gotta live trap it. We have 3 live traps. Because the problem is we have 2 barn cats, so I have to have set 3 live traps because we're gonna catch both cats.
Yeah, I mean the raccoon you can legally kill. The swallows, well,
Oh,
we
yeah.
won't talk about
And
that.
or all the neighbors are coon hunters, so I could literally give it the worst ending of its life and hand it over to them, and they'll train their dogs with it. So
Sure.
brutal experience for that raccoon. So I think I'll
Are
just shoot it.
these ducks your ducks for? Okay.
We bought 10 ducks, baby ducklings that I helped raise, and they all turned out to be bros, except for like 1, I think. And that female was gone within the first day it was out, basically. No female at all. Well, we literally had like all boy ducks pop out, so that wasn't very fun.
African wants to know, are you eating the ducks?
I'm not eating the ducks, and we don't eat the eggs. We were planning on just having pretty birds on the pond, but
Okay,
since they
these are-
can't reproduce, we just have a bunch of Sodom and Gomorrah ducks that chase each other around.
Why wouldn't you eat the
Yeah,
eggs? Are they not suitable for consumption?
It's debated biblically. It's an unclean bird, so it's an unclean egg.
No kidding.
Okay, so it's a religious
It's a
reason.
religious thing. Otherwise, it's fantastic for making pasta.
Yeah, duck is fabulous. I think I've had egg, but they're a little bigger than a chicken egg, right?
Yes, I mean depending on the duck, I guess, but yeah, they're larger yolked, more cholesterol, I'm guessing.
So
But very
here's
rich.
here's the behavior I witnessed of some geese that were on a lake. The goose wanted to go like, I don't know, maybe 100 yards, and he paddled all across the way to the 100 yards. I mean, geese can fly. Why didn't he fly?
Might
Yeah.
be way more energy.
It might
expended.
be. I mean, I'm just curious what the break even point is.
The scenic route. The ducks that we have don't really fly very much. They easily can, but they walk pretty much everywhere unless they're spooked.
Is there a way to tell them apart from wild mallards?
There's no wild mallards here, so yes.
Okay.
The only thing that we did have.
How do you
was a
not
wood-
have wild
wood-
mallards? You're in rural country. It's mallard country.
There's the only thing we've had was like a really pretty wood duck or something that showed up. It was like this little
Wow.
tiny thing that was like Speedy Gonzales or Roadrunner from the cartoons. It was super fast and it would dive under the water and be like jetting like a jet ski all over the pond. I wish it stayed. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, wood ducks are cool, and if you got to put up a house for them, a special wood duck house, and you can get them to nest on your property. They're beautiful.
raised like they'd be in a tree hole, right?
Yeah, you're mimicking that. So it's like on a post, a wood duck house. I'm gonna add some guys here.
Yeah, cool. Welcome,
There's-
Brandon.
One guy.
Good evening.
Congratulations on
Brandon.
your near win for the Music Mayhem event. It was a close call for the end.
Number
It ended up
2 guy.
being they had to go to a tie round and they had to
Fascinating.
choose a song about a boat, and Steve chose the Edmund, or what was the name of your song?
The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald versus Styx Sail Away, and Sail Away took the win.
Mhm.
Dan
was a
Brandon's
good
been
one.
playing NES and SNES games for the last couple of days. He's been streaming for us. Pretty nostalgic. Mike Tyson, Super Punch Out, and Contra 3, I think I saw.
Contra 3. I remember Contra 1. That was a good ass
Contra was awesome.
That's a game I've never beat without cheating.
Yeah, we're old, bros. If you remember Contra, then yeah, you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the
And if
original
you
one.
beat Contra, you're a legend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great year. Great. Yeah. Well, depends what you were.
I feel like the original Contra, the background was just like rolling behind the guy. And when you advance the guy running forward,
Yeah.
the background started and stopped as you advanced the running because it was a linear thing. He was always running
of course.
sideways.
Yeah. Yeah, it was clever utilization of what they had because they didn't have to build it. You could run
Exactly.
through it, but you could also jump. You couldn't jump back. You could somersault a bit, but everything had to always go this way. Is that right?
And Contra 1, Contra 3, you
I
can jump
think so.
backwards and forwards.
Contra
So
1.
Contra 1, maybe not.
Yeah.
Contra 1, you only went forward.
Forward, yeah, you couldn't really go back. Once you dedicated, that's it. That's right. You could only somersault too much, but you had to always run with it.
Mhm.
Just
That's
like
right.
real life, right? As
Yeah,
a soldier,
yeah, well,
once you go
yeah.
forward, you
Holy
can't go
shit.
backwards.
Yeah, amen to that. Yes, sir.
I think it
That's
was
right.
kind of like Pitfall. Pitfall, you ran
That was screen to screen though. This was
Right.
running always.
scrolling.
Side-
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
side
Yeah.
scrolling.
It pulled you. You couldn't, kick you out that way.
sure. Interesting. Good shit. Old school.
But with a duck, dude, I do great duck. I brine my duck for like 4 or 5 days, right?
Wow.
Brine solution. Then I take it out. I dry brine it in the fridge with I say mustard seeds and soy sauce and a little honey. I whack that on there. Then I roast it for about 2.5 hours.
Mm.
Oh my lord, that is the killer. And my brine is really good. Yeah, juniper, orange,
Boy, this one
lemon.
sucks.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I forgot I wasn't muted.
What game
What's
sucks?
happening with the texts, our dubs?
If you look at Anycorp's last post, great song, Steve, and you look at Plast African's post, Eating Ducks, those are both grayed out for me. Does that mean that they were deleted, but they're still in our comments on our end?
Let's
They're
look
not-
on YouTube.
They're not. Oh, I see. Yeah, they are great. It's pretty subtle. It's not, but they do seem gray.
They're
the-
there.
Is that the?
They're
It's not even a question, so I don't know. The first one, I don't get it.
they're
Actually-
on my YouTube.
Okay.
It's not just the text itself. It's the entire box.
Right.
Yes. And when you mouse over it, it highlights it. So you guys might have admin actions you can do with whatever that is. Like it's waiting for your approval, but that's weird.
I'm gonna
Well,
show it.
I'm
here.
actually
You're not
running.
You're not saying anything bad. See,
I'm actually-
Anycorp would have voted for your song. You would have not lost so easily.
No, it's not me.
They changed it to show what you have presented. Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, but
I
it's
don't
not
remember
coming up
I
on.
don't-
It's not showing up on YouTube. Oh, it just got taken down.
I took it down.
Well, leave it up so I can see if it comes up on YouTube.
It should do.
Wait, it just came down again.
I was putting it back up, and then you clicked it
All right.
at the same time.
It's
You-
on
you-
YouTube now. Okay, yeah, you can take it down. Yeah, I don't know what that is. The graying.
Anycorp saying that once you share a text on, it'll gray it out like that.
Well, let's try another one.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, that's it. So you don't feature. I think it's a stupid thing. It's like every week, StreamYard feels like they're obligated to come up with some new little trick that's going to make it worth your money. Like this is irrelevant. Why do they even do this? You know?
Do they give you releases on that? Like a patch release. Rather than just implement it and you have to learn, so forth, right?
They implement it, and it's basically
Yeah.
It's,
I think that. Anycorp, did you figure that out on your own, or did you see a patch note?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Do you
it
pay
tells
for it?
you about it. It
Oh, it
does. Yes, I knew there
Oh.
was something about it, but I didn't realize that was going to be the same.
Dude, that's what Microsoft has always done. The same thing. All their updates. Just change the shit around, the kernel, all the way it works. Oh, dude, just all the same thing. What the hell? Oh,
Right.
Microshaft.
There's Discord downloads. Like you can download a new patch almost every single day, and it's like, well, what the hell did that just do? It didn't even change anything.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's
But
adding-
if you pay for it, then it becomes a service. So then they have a must, I believe, to inform you of what the changes for that service, unless it's in the writing that says, fuck you as a consumer. What you drinking now?
Oh, Last Dance is getting sloshed again.
Nice.
He's drinking a Scotch whiskey smokehead.
Yep.
15-year-old, eh? Where's it made?
New Jersey.
American.
No,
Oh, that's got to be Scotch.
it's-
Has to be from
says-
Scotland.
It's from
distilled
Scotland.
and bottled in Scotland.
Hey. Yeah.
Single malt.
Yep.
So that was made and from the beginning, never
Nice.
blended, never mixed
Yeah,
with
it's
anything but
Always single, yeah. If you're going to do it. My favorite whiskey is Dalwhinnie. 15-year.
my favorite is probably a bourbon.
I hardly drink hard booze these days. The hard liquor. I keep away from that. I know it's
Yeah.
as you age,
Plastic
So you're
African
not-
gets a little bit crazy on the hard liquor.
No, I get crazy on the wine and beer.
Ooh,
But
Yeah, I mean, I'll have one of these, which is the low proof schnapps,
oh, schnapps.
but rarely, on Saturdays, I'll make a couple cocktails deep into the pub. And charming anarchist, interesting.
welcome to the party, Charming.
Well, my first chance to whitelist somebody.
I hate this new feature.
What do you guys? Did you guys study all the UAP files that released? And are you
No.
well versed in?
I heard that when they were released.
Oh,
Fucking
is that what you did with me,
sucked.
Steve? Oh.
It sucked. Now that means it was a big jerk off. There was nothing to it.
I
man.
know, I'm just giving you shit, dude.
It was a joke. And the fucking dot, a dot floating across. Ooh, wow, it's a dot. I mean, come on.
Proof. It's proof.
Yeah, dude, believe in the dot.
Right. Give me something fucking real, not this fucking dot that's 1,000 feet below traveling across the screen. What?
Welcome, Welshie.
Good evening.
Congratulations on your MAGA movement that's begun over there with the Reform Party.
Well, it's a bit milk toast though for me, but it's obviously a change in the right direction.
Yeah,
But you
Hey,
still have to wait till
small
2029, right?
Small
What was it?
increments make the biggest thing, eh?
Did Nigel Farage win what he was trying to do?
Yeah, Reform did really well.
But it doesn't really work that way. It's not about the seats in Parliament. It's more about the wards in the constituents that they have through what the councils can do. But considering they've just come onto play, it's incredible. Yeah,
They
deal with
gained
you.
over 1,000 seats and Labor lost over.
Oh yeah,
1,000
yeah. I know. Labour's. Trust me, we're in trouble though. We're in trouble.
I mean, what they managed to do as well. When you look at the councils, they managed to leave them so that, like, where they were all Labour strongholds previously, they had made them basically there's not overall control. So there's loads of councils that are not in overall control in Labour anymore, so they're grey. So there's a mixed bag.
They're hung Parliament. Yeah. Well, it's
So-
hung. They're hung, aren't they? So
Yeah, as such. Yeah.
yeah, we're in
What's the
trouble.
point of the voting if you have to wait till 2029 for the next prime?
Yeah, well,
There's
yeah.
just local elections.
Locals are like the midterms in our respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
interesting how there were, what are they called? Lords that used to be just families that continuously ruled for eons.
Well, you have hereditary lords,
Oh,
but
we've got rid of that.
That's
Is that
insane.
gone? Is it?
It's gone now. Yeah, they Starmer made sure of that. Hereditary. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah, but
insane.
they're still there. They've just
Yeah, till
stopped
they
that
end.
motion. They've
It's-
stopped that
yeah,
motion. So
yeah.
there's basically the Lords is full of hereditary lords, and then people have been given the awards to make them go to, make them qualify them to go to the Lords. But
Hmm.
it's supposed to be checks and balances, the Lords, but it's just full of fucking liberal cunts again.
No. The checks and balances was what dicey rule of law, like what we share with America, right? The three parts of it: the judiciary, the executor, and the legislator.
But
Right?
more, but more importantly,
Yeah, of the law.
Restore Britain entered 10 spots. Basically, it was 9 councillors and something else, and they won everyone they entered, they won. But more importantly, we get like 28 to 31% attendance in these local elections normally. In the wards that they done it with Restore, they had 40, that was the lowest, and 48 was the highest. So if they're disenchanted voters, which is what we keep on talking about, that would have been, say, 18% more of disenchanted voters. That's what it possibly could be.
Welsh, I think you're saying the wrong word. Not disenchanted, disenfranchised.
Sorry.
Are you guys
They were once.
With all the winning, are you going to celebrate and make a 22-foot statue of Farage out of gold?
No, don't be silly.
Why not? It seems like a cool thing to do.
No, of course it would. No, never. It doesn't work that way to make a statue. You could commission it if you want for money, get it done, but it's.
Even though Farage had hate not hope doing the checks and balances on their representatives, a couple slipped through the net. There was one, I think I can say this one, but I can't say the other one. There was one who said that on his social media that Nigerians should be melted and put into the holes in the road.
That's brutal.
Pave over the potholes with.
Yeah. Nigerians or something, he said.
There's a lot of the vetting process is going to be challenged, especially in terms of some of the places now in dude, these people can't speak English, eh?
There was one where you call yourself an abbreviation of the country, and he said they should be shot on the spot.
Are you allowed to say the one and not the other because the other is a particular religious?
I don't know. I just.
But Welsh, do you think then, by that manner, what we say in the past should drag us through to our future? It's a that's bullshit. You can challenge that. I said it in angst. I said it in a joking way, right? I mean, she can represent, but come on.
If Farage has learned anything, he should just allow it and say, "Well, it was something they done when they were in social media 8 years ago." I'm not going to crucify the guy for something he done 10 years ago. That's what he should do.
It's unrealistic. That's not going to happen. Don't be stupid.
Well, the thing is, what Farage has done, he's bowed down to the pressure of the woke agenda and not staying loyal. So, that's not going to work out.
But look, my man, that institution is well over 500 years old. Yeah.
What institution?
The Parliament, right?
Yeah.
So give or take, with what happens now is the clowns are coming into town, and the establishment are going to soon realize what the fuck's going on, and that's the crisis we have in this country when our debt is going rampant, when we're paying, God knows, for guilt and God knows what other things we have to pay for because of Shagos, all that. That's
so there was a bit. I don't know who this was, but it was someone in official Labour said they should change the voting system to do proportional representation because they don't like this type of democracy. basic. I'm just finishing ad-libbing it off. But the first part of the post is obviously not working anymore, and we need to change democracy to make it work better for us.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
sort of have something similar to that going on here, to be honest with you, with rearranging of areas for voting and gerrymandering, where they're trying to
Right.
make it easier for particular parties to win by reshaping voting districts.
Mm.
And the Republicans are really started doing it, and then the Democrats answered by doing it themselves. Gavin Newsom did in California. So I'm not saying I think it was a good thing that Republicans did it. I think it was a bad thing. And I don't know that there was any other response that the Democrats could have done besides doing it themselves.
But this gerrymandering didn't start 2 years ago or a year ago. This gerrymandering has been going on for decades.
Correct.
It
And
has.
it's been going on by the Democrats. I've seen, is it Missouri or somewhere? Some of these maps are crazy. I've seen them.
Okay, actually, that's not right. Because what's going on right now is mid-year redistricting. So what we
Yeah,
do?
I'm not about what.
Okay.
I'm about the
Be quiet, be
gerrymandering.
quiet. I've stayed quiet this whole time, and now you're talking about my country, and you're getting things wrong. So I've got to school you on that. So here,
No, we're about two
what we
different
do-
periods. I'm
Shut
talking
the fuck
decades.
up and let me talk.
You don't have
Oi,
to be an
Oh,
asshole.
you shithead.
I've
Shut
been
your
very
fucking
quiet,
mouth.
letting him
You've
fucking
been
talk.
on this
I
channel
haven't
the
said a
fucking
goddamn
tomato
thing while
picking
he
season.
talked.
Now shut your
Oh,
fucking mouth.
easy, Bossman. Come on, man. Let him talk.
Fucking
Come on.
idiots.
Come on, buddy. This is a pub, huh?
Tomato picking
Why don't you
season.
shut the cock back in your mouth and shut up and let a man talk, okay?
Look at that cunt.
Now, here in America, what we do is every 10 years we redraw maps. Currently in my state, Tennessee, there's not about to be any representation for me at all. The only representation that I had in my state was actually in the city of Memphis, 100 miles away from where I actually live. Like what's happening right now is not what's been happening for the last 20 to 30 to 60 years. What's happening right now is that Donald Trump knew that he was going to lose the midterm
Yeah, that was the
elections.
point I was making.
Oh my fucking God, would you
I don't give a
shut
fuck,
the
mate.
fuck up,
That was the point I was making. We're talking about two different periods of time.
Are you done interrupting me now?
No, I'm going to do it again just to fucking wind you up. Just going to let
Now,
you speak.
shove the cock back up your back in your mouth from up your ass, and shut the fuck up and let me talk.
Oh, hurry up, man.
Shut up, faggot.
You've got the mic.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, calm down.
Okay, now, what's happening right now is that Donald Trump knew he was going to lose the midterm elections. He is desperately trying to stop the midterm elections, as I told you he would. He's already started by, at the beginning of the year, saying we just don't really need any elections. I'm doing so good. We don't need any midterm elections at all. Then he went to Texas and he said, please redistrict your state so that we can get more Republicans in your state so that we can try and fight off this Democrat onslaught that's about to come on. And so because he did that, California went to their voters and they said, look, I know that we don't normally do this. I know that we do this like by a group that's bipartisan, that's not supposed to, look into partisanship reasons for redistricting at all. But Donald Trump is doing this. We want your permission to go ahead and do this. And the voters said, damn right, fight that motherfucker. So multiple other states started to fight him as well. So he ran his tail over to the Supreme Court, which has already said that he can't commit any crimes while he's president. And they went ahead and they saved his life again. However, what is going to actually happen is because he has destroyed this country so fucking much, the stock market is out of whack. It's up, it's down. He's fucking manipulating so that him and his buddies can get fucking rich. Everybody fucking knows it except for the blind ass goddamn MAGA followers that won't fucking pull his dick out of their ass. And what's going to actually happen is that they've extended these Republican districts, and now everybody that hates the Republicans are going to vote against them. And I hope and I pray that every Republican gets wiped the fuck out during this primary season.
Are you
When
okay?
it happens,
Do
when
you
it
need
happens,
Do you need?
when it hey, I'm going on my fucking WWE rant.
Do you need like some
Shut the fuck
oxygen
up, okay?
or maybe a
When it happens,
Yeah.
and the
like
Yeah.
an injection?
entire
Yeah,
goddamn
knock
Seconal,
that cock
maybe?
out your mouth.
has
You're
gone
choking up there. You're
Democrat,
choking up there.
then we'll be able to go ahead and pack the court with fucking judges that won't rule in Trump's favor. We'll be able to go ahead and impeach Donald Trump. We'll be
Are the
go ahead. We'll
Republicans
go
in the
ahead.
Oh,
room?
here we go. Impeach Donald Trump again. I've heard that one.
That's
before.
right. He's done plenty of impeachable things.
Yeah,
Number one,
and who's your president?
he's allowed.
And who's your
Number one,
president?
he's allowed.
And
Fucking,
who's your president?
he's
Who
allowed
did they vote
Israel
back in?
to
Who did they
dog
vote
walk
back
his
in?
ass
That's
into a
right.
fucking war.
They impeached the guy, and the public voted him back in.
Let me get a response, if you
And
would.
the public that voted him back in now regrets it.
Let me
They
get
are
a response from Last Dance towards Dank Brandon and what he said. If you have one,
No, I don't have a response.
you don't have a response.
There's a question in the chat for him though, from Charming Anarchist. Do you pray for the Persian success also, Brandon, in Iran?
I don't have to. Donald Trump's already lost this fucking war. When do y'all think? When do y'all think gas prices are going to go back down below $3?
The Persians are not the Iranians, though. That's a very different question than the
Yeah,
Americans.
well, I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't give a fuck.
You should have said the Islamic regime.
What I want to talk about right now is the actual war that my country is in, that this retard has fucking brought us in, thanks to Israel. So fucking he's already lost that motherfucking war. I got a question for you guys. What year do you think gas will go back to below $3 a gallon?
You know, I wish I knew what was wrong with you. Why you can't come on and just discuss it like in a pub.
Oh well,
Why-
I was
why
about.
do you-
I mean, I was about to, but fucking
You know,
dude over there
you're
dick
you're
out of his
such
ass
a
and
dramatic
fucking wanted to fucking speak
kind of
up.
prima donna actor that you just can't participate in a discussion. It's kind of weird.
I mean, I tried to, but I kept getting interrupted.
He's reserved. He's
I
articulate.
couldn't even start because I kept getting interrupted.
No, you know, you have a lot of good points, but you just maximally present them in the most assaholic way possible.
That's because as soon as I start talking to people that don't want to hear
Calm
facts,
down.
they're trying to interrupt my ass.
No, even when Based isn't on here, you present things that way too. It's just the way you are, and it's really weird.
Mm.
Do you consider this to be a red echo chamber, Dank Brandon?
What, in here?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you're pretty much the only voice that's left of center.
Oh, I mean, I'm probably closest to center, but I don't consider.
No, I would say you're left of center.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
I mean, I've seen a lot of things that you've disagreed with Republicans that didn't really have anything to do with Donald Trump.
Yeah, you haven't been listening recently, Dank.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to be labeled whatever. I really don't care. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't really consider RW to be like I would say Last Dance is conservative. RW is conservative leaning. I'm kind of more.
This isn't a MAGA panel.
If you
I'm
want
the
to say
MAGA
left
in the
of
panel.
center, you could say that. The guys down below are obviously European, so they're their own.
So it
thing.
doesn't matter.
Oh, hang on. I'm an international as well. Remember that.
Yes.
Not just the European in me. I have access to Africa as well as, again, I have American family too. So there is invested interest there, young family. So yay. My branch is growing as well. That way, not my kids, but brothers. So, hey.
Cool.
Dank, do you have an opinion
What?
on like abortion and stuff?
Yeah, I think it should be made available, cheap, and it should not be something that is decided by political actors. It's
Okay.
something that should be decided by a woman and her doctor.
Yeah. So if I flip the script on you, you're not a fucking woman. So what the fuck is it got to do with you, you cock fucking goblin cunt?
You're not a fucking woman either. So what the fuck does that have to do with you? You cock?
No, I'm on about your
Not
fucking
goblin?
5 minutes earlier talking about America. What the
Faggot.
fuck? What the fuck's abortion got to do with you? You're not a fucking bird. Shut your fucking
It
mouth.
was his answer, wasn't
fuck-
it? As
what the
well.
fuck does it
That
have to
was
do with
Yeah,
it? Why are you talking
suck
about
on that big cock of yours. There we go.
pretty dubious.
You have a question in the chat, Welshman. Does
Yeah.
MAGA Welshman still like the anti-war president?
I don't agree with going to Iran. So I think it was a bad move. There was other ways to skin the cat. So yeah, I'm not a huge.
Yeah, he could have let the damn Ayatollah die naturally.
I mean, I've got criticisms of Trump. I've expressed them on here quite regular, and they're always quite similar. The criticisms. I love the way he talks shit to all you cunts, all the press. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I love the way he yo-yos back and forth. No one knows what he's going to do next. I think a lot of times it's good. I don't like the way he shits out a lot of the ad lib stuff he throws out sometimes. And he lets himself down. And obviously, decisions like this are big issues, but something had to be done. But like I said, there was more than one way to skin that cat.
Mhm. Yeah, he's this Iran thing. It's not as easy as I think he thought it was going to be. And that was a tremendous miscalculation.
What was your fucking failure in Iraq then? Well, Bush had to pull us from the mission in Afghanistan.
There was no plan B. There was no what happens after. What happens after we topple Saddam? What happens next? And basically, they thought everyone would fall into place.
It's not understanding the geopolitical ideologies in
That's exactly it, isn't it?
And
I mean, what happens?
The
country blew up. The whole region blew up.
Yeah, dude.
You guys are just talking over each other.
We as the West, including America, okay, the pinnacle of the West, our foundation that America still fucking flies. And I'm sorry about that, but I do agree with America a lot of my stances. And the problem in the Middle East that we are facing is what I guess Israel would have done without this intervening. Because those guys are, they've got nukes, they're able to use, they can deliver. So we stop them that way. What their expansion is a problem. Maybe they mean to make it all of theirs from the Old Testament in that regard, but maybe that's a foundational issue we need to speak about. Because we don't talk about that, do we? In global politics, the end result of one's religion or faith in the world, which is Judaic, Christian, and Islam at its greatest, where those three are pulling to what direction? The rest of us, what are we? You're atheist, humanitarian. What's the other one? The Hindus.
Yep.
All that. China. All that other thing. That's spread as well. And China's growing massive with Christendom as well. Always something.
Sorry?
Suffrage.
What was that about China?
China with Christianity is growing huge in China because it's suffrage. It's a suffrage thing that makes it appeal to people that have nothing. They don't see anything.
China's going to collapse in the next couple of decades.
Yeah, probably. But the collapse of where we go together,
it has a much reverse Christmas tree than we do. There's like a conspiracy theory to believe that the CCP government over the last 50 years has literally put 1 billion on their population that people are saying, and if you look into it, there seems to be some evidence to prove it, that the fact that it's physically impossible to get to 1.5 billion which is basically increasing the population by 1 billion in 50 years. It's not, but every woman would have had to have 4.5 kids. But as you know, there was a one-child policy for a couple of decades, so it doesn't really add up.
Of course.
yeah.
I had a
So
deficit of 100 billion girls during that period for those men. 100 billion. 100
So
million.
you're
sorry,
saying,
100
let me
million.
get this clear, sorry, Welshman, are you
Yeah.
saying that they're lying about their population numbers?
Yeah, so
Yeah, of course they have. Yeah, they've
CCP have
reduced.
been lying, and the numbers that they think the population is not far off America's. They're around about 400, 500,000.
Yeah, million.
Million. Sorry.
So,
But
and what
if
do
you
they
look-
claim? What do
if
they
you
claim
look
the
into it,
population?
Steve, if you look
Can I-
into it, it's quite crazy.
Can I hit another take here with Iran as well?
Yeah, I want to circle back to that because I want to answer RW's question.
Okay.
You all can too. Do you think the conflict is still over nukes, or that the Strait of Hormuz is more the focus now from the beginning? Focus from the beginning now.
It was never about
Oh
me.
yeah, I'm going straight in here, and I'm going to say RW. It's basically the rods. They're going in for that. Those things are heavily produced. It's hard to produce that energy and put that.
He dumped.
America's going straight in and saying, "Yep, that's ours," like they did in Iraq, like they did in Libya. You know,
Okay,
there's
so where's this
reasons.
invasion
There's
at?
reasons for this invasion. It's not oil.
So,
Oil
so
is
where's
half
this?
the part of the game. They own the oil thing. OPEC is breaking down. And also you forget geopolitical that these people around them, these monarchs, absolute monarchs, don't see eye to eye with the theology that they have. Yeah, it's a different ball game. It's not like and they're not like Protestants and Catholics or Methodists and all that with the Protestant ideals. They haven't even gone there yet. They're still fighting about what they believe.
The UAE just left OPEC because Saudi Arabia takes the lion's share on that, and the UAE is pissed off. And now
And
now the UAE is really getting slammed with this recent blockage. So for them, it's a no-brainer. Just become an independent oil producer.
Yeah, straight away. I'll do it another route, and I'll set around it through other pipelines that I've put into motion. And those things will start growing right now, because humans will always evolve to that. Money will always flow. It will just change and exchange differently, and it will create new enterprise left and right. And that's the whole thing with the challenge of man. I worry more about Russia still, though. They've got to come down to the table with what Europe's already done. And Europe and America, in that regard, to me, that slush fund for those lives.
But before we go off on that, can I get an answer from Steve?
Yeah, I do think it started off as the nukes and the nuclear rods. I do think that was the honest reason. And I think that there was a humongous miscalculation by Trump. And that's why it's now become focused on the Strait of Hormuz, because Iran is intelligently using it as, it's technically supposed to be international water, but they're blocking it.
But the Americans knew this at the time before they went in. The Strait of Hormuz is going to be the problem area. But the conspiracy theory in me would say Trump's paying 4D chess and is basically controlling the oil coming out of the Strait of Hormuz. Now they can say what they want to say. We've just got to believe what they're going to say. If they restrict it and they keep on restricting flow coming in and out to how they want to manage it, where are all these countries buying their fuel? They're buying their fuel and the liquid petroleum from America at the moment,
which is what's causing our gas prices to rise. Yes.
Which in tail will back up the dollar really well, and over a period, yes, it will.
No,
Of course it will.
No, it
It's already making a mark on the
How do you
debt.
how do you think that it will profit?
Right, and over a period of time, that
A period of how long?
He
A period
broke
of how long?
OPEC.
it
A
will
period of how long?
it will make
A
the
period of
dollar
how long? A
really
period of
good
how long?
again,
A period of how long?
and Trump
period
would
of
have
how long?
done
A
what
period
he.
of how long? A period of
You
how
would have
long?
thought this fucking
A period of
retard
how long?
would have just
A period of
listened
how
to
long?
what I'm going to say. Consider I'm
Oh,
I'm
is
giving
it
a thing to
annoying when somebody
criticize
interrupts
Trump.
you constantly when you're trying to fucking talk?
Do you guys
Well,
want to go to the
it's
toilet
fine.
together, eh?
It's fine. But I would have
Fucking
thought
bitch.
because I was saying something that could be against Trump, that you might just want to like listen. But as soon as I said it would bring up the dollar, that triggered you. That literally is the
I
worst
want
thing
to
you
know
could
how
say.
you think that's
Is
gonna
the
happen.
dollar going up
I
for
want to
you?
know how
Innit?
you think that's gonna happen. I
You,
want to
you
know if
actually
you're a
want the
fucking
country
retard
to
that doesn't know
burn down,
anything about
don't
the
you?
American dollar.
That's the problem with people like you. As long as the country disintegrates itself, you're happy. You type of liberals are the worst. You're the cancer in the Western
My country
society.
is not disintegrating itself. My president is disintegrating my
Yeah,
country.
you are. You are.
My president is disintegrating my country.
Yeah.
Remember, base. It's always relative to somebody's viewpoint, and ours included. Yeah, it's all that. We all have that.
Well, yes, but the value of the dollar is not somebody's opinion.
No, I
That
mean,
is a
he's-
fact.
he's got a-
There's like
he's kind
proof
of
and
got a
I
evidence.
didn't say that. I said if everyone starts buying more fuel um, uh, from America, that will in turn bring the dollar up
How?
because more people are buying more of the world's buying oil and fucking gas from
Okay,
America.
so our dollar only depends on the gas, on the price of gas.
Well, I you know what? China, I think they use
See, you're a fucking
they use a
retard and you
lot.
don't know anything about
India,
my monetary.
India
You don't
uses
know
a lot of
anything about
fuel,
my
and if
country.
all of a
Guys,
sudden they've got to buy
Wait.
an extra
Guys,
20%
I'm
from
not
America.
talking. I'm not talking about the
Guys.
fucking pound and your fucking little
Guys.
tiddlywinks and shit that you
Guys.
use to pay for shit. Do I?
Just a second. There's a difference between corporations and the individual civilian. Corporations in the United States right now are absolutely making a large volume of money. When it comes down to the civilian and their ability to get a hold of that dollar, that's a very different story. Some of us are definitely feeling that right now. So I can understand the argument that paying this much for fuel sucks because our ability to get that money to pay for the fuel isn't as easy as these corporations and bigwigs.
Oh, fair enough. The our buddy here, Eastwind, spoke of an oil spill around Carg Island. Yeah, that's pretty huge.
It's not an oil spill though, Steve. It's just literally a dump. They've dumped it.
I mean, that's a semantic somewhat, but there's oil in the water.
Yeah,
it's covering like 40 plus square kilometers. So
Wow.
Yeah, I was told that they're running out of storage. Is whether this is true or not, and basically they're just trying to offload it at the moment because they're having trouble, storing it.
entirely possible that it was done intentionally, but the ending result is a pretty massive oil slick around this island, which sucks because that's going to kill a lot of wildlife and just wreaks its ecological havoc. It's kind of odd. Like, the shit that comes from the planet will destroy the planet if you spill it on it. It destroys the atmosphere when you burn it. And it's so fucking great. I mean, it's a strange, profoundly paradoxical thing. Oil comes right from the earth that it,
Right. But when does nature naturally concentrate it and burn it and spill it everywhere?
No, but
Or
man
is it
was
more
smart enough to break it down and refine it into massively different levels of fuels and from kerosene and all the way.
No, I agree. I just am arguing
exploitation all
that
the
by
way,
nature
baby.
it doesn't have the catastrophes.
That's
It's
what
when
we do.
man processes it that it seems to have an issue.
Right.
Yeah, I've got more of a problem dropping oil on my driveway than my front garden. I just think, oh well, it belongs in the earth anyway. If I dropped like a liter, I think it would disappear quicker in the soil than it would on my fucking drive.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
your grass
I mean,
might not come back for a while.
Yeah, but who hasn't found a dark corner of a yard after an oil change and just
Yeah, that's
oh,
literally what I'm
brutal.
thinking of, Steve. That's literally what I'm thinking of when you got to decanter it out of a fucking washing bowl into a small fucking oil lid, and it all goes over the fucking soil. You're like, oh well, fuck it.
yeah,
be all
I
right.
mean, it's. I'm not saying I've done it, but I know it is done quite commonly. AutoZone and all the car parts stores will take back used oil.
Yeah,
That just
as
means
much as you want.
you got to just be neat about it. You got to have a storage vessel and no dumpy over in the corner. You got to like do it the right way. You know?
Yeah, I don't dump it, but it always spills everywhere, doesn't it? When you got to decanter it from one to another.
Accidentally spilled.
Yeah, I'm like, oh fuck it. Oh, I'll do that. Hardly don't worry about it.
You guys are talking about petrol technologies. Have you guys seen the Tesla Cybercabs that are being released in Texas and California that it's like a 2-seater that has no steering wheel whatsoever?
All right.
What's the scuttlebutt?
What is the scuttlebutt? It's just I think it's a rideshare technology that you kind of Uber to your house and you just sit in it and it takes you to your destination.
It sounds like Waymo.
Yeah, Waymo.
It's Tesla, yeah, Tesla's Waymo, I guess. I don't know. I'll never be someone that wants to sit in a vehicle that I can't drive manually. I don't think I'll ever be that guy.
No, tell us about it. I don't think I could either, RW. And like the fact that you can't jump up there and take control if the thing starts to go awry,
Is it Utah or Arizona?
even more disturbing.
You hear these
No,
cases?
I haven't seen the data center debacle.
Yeah, I think it's a place in Arizona. He's like stealing all the water.
Hmm. Are there water cooled? Are these data centers water cooled?
Absolutely. Large
So-
volumes of water.
So they have literally a holding pond and they just pump the water through the system and then temper it back in the pond. And
I'm not sure how they do it, but my understanding is that it does contaminate
They
the water.
probably-
It's
they
not-
probably
it's not
have-
a pure come through.
Yeah,
Sure.
they probably have like tubes that are going through various things. I don't know how they would hook it up. I know how I used to work at Tyson, so I know how Tyson had all of the pipes in the ceilings for the CO2 to freeze the water for the chicken baths.
yeah,
So and to like flash freeze everything once everything was like cut up and shit. And those pipes run through like the whole back facility where the floor is.
And where did the wastewater go?
All of that goes into one room. And it's all like it's like just a big slushy nasty fucking thing, dude. We dump all the fucking like trash shit and blood. All the blood gets washed that way. Everything from the floor gets washed into vents that are sunk down into the floor, and vent chalices, like vent channels that lead to them. All that leads to the fucking they call it the
Ninth circle of hell.
No, they used to have jars of it back in the day.
Oh my lord!
It's
Oh.
oh
Kalia?
god damn it. They had it on Red Dead Redemption 2. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it, but it basically just means like shit. It's like the shit waste of like an animal.
Is it treated before it's released into the sewers, or is it just like dumped in the sewers?
I don't think it's dumped in the sewers. They're posted right next to a little bitty holding pond that I think that they built. Like the whole facility, there's a big, huge ass hill that goes down into this little fucking crevice that's full of water. But it's not even full of water. It's like way down at the bottom till the water is there. And it's like built out in an area that used to be farmland and shit. And they pump a lot of that area's water into the facility to use it for various things in the facility. So I know that
Right.
facility by itself takes up a lot of water.
Right, and it sounds like it's a septic type gravity Earth filtration
Uh,
release back
well,
into the environment.
That's why you want.
driven past them. Those big buildings there in Delaware, those chicken slaughtering plants.
They ship.
I went past them when we were going out around Chincoteague in that zone. Have you ever smelled them?
Oh yeah,
From-
dude. Yes.
From
Absolutely.
from the road, which is a good half
Yeah.
a mile away, inside a
That's
car
icy.
with the AC on. It's strong as a motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I remember that as a kid. They rerouted the roads so you didn't have to go through Salisbury anymore from Maryland, so we
Oh.
could not go that route, and I don't miss it at all.
Yeah, you know these what were these? What are they called? That leads to huge cooling.
What?
Is it AI or the quantum?
Data center.
Data centers?
Yeah, data centers. So that's why you want the 51st state in Greenland, because obviously that you can stick them all over there. It'll cool
Yeah,
them
but
down.
then we're going to take Greenland and absolutely shit on it and turn all the beautiful pure water into whatever you want to call it.
It's cold there as well, so
It's yes, you're right. It's more ambient, but how are you transferring large volumes of data? The problem is these large data centers want to be right next to their supercomputers. Because that data transfer wants to be short routed. If you're in Greenland, then how are you're just going to cable it over the ocean?
I'm literally just throwing it out there. So
Okay.
and I know nothing about tech.
Well,
Just-
really, they've looked at like putting data centers in space just for cooling, and the same process goes. How does that data get transferred?
Well,
Yeah.
it'd be through our fastest.
Over packets, I
Starlink
guess.
connection.
Again, go back to the packets. Just compress them so good. You've got so much with Elon Musk's thing out there, don't you? Starlink.
Well,
It's high speed, but it's not as high speed as I think that they're asking
what
for.
Trump needs to do
Yeah,
now,
I
he
understand that, but it's still something.
Trump needs to go into Cuba, take over Cuba, and then send the developers in there, put some nice big buildings in there, and like get the tourists down there from Florida and bring some expats over,
I can do the old Jonah
and
Hill,
and brighten it up like it's like a Disney place.
the old
You
Jonah
know-
Hill meme. No more takeovers, bro. No more. Come on. I'm
I
done.
I
Stay out.
think that would be good for Cuba, don't you, Dan?
The word I was looking for earlier was awful.
Oh yeah, awful, of course.
Yeah. And no, I don't think that we should be taking over any more countries.
What about Alberta? If Alberta secedes from the nation, should we put our arms around them and suck them into the United States of America?
Yeah, I highly doubt that's going to happen.
Probably, but
Yeah,
that's all just talk.
invade Cuba, turn it into like some sort of like sort of holiday park. Be nice.
Yeah, I
Don't worry about
want
the rest of
anything to do
people.
with it. I don't
And yeah,
want
the last thing that we want to do is to start off like
Well, who's gonna stop Trump going into Cuba? Nobody. So
That's-
it'll be the 51st state. It'll be quality. You know,
No,
you'll love it, Dan. You go on your summer holidays there.
the Iran thing, if you were to argue the nuclear threat, I could maybe see some argument to that side of it. But the Cuba, to me, stinks of the old days of stopping the scourge of communism from spreading. And you know where that got us in fucking Vietnam. Horrible. We don't want to do that. If there is something that is conceivably a tremendous threat to the United States or humanity, which conceivably Iran could have been, I don't know. I can see the argument, but I don't see that with Cuba. Cuba, I don't consider to be a threat. They're extremely fucking close, too, by the way. And I still don't see them as a threat. So what's the point? Anyone can answer that, of invading Cuba.
Nobody's going to invade.
And
Cuba.
it feels like as well, like there's the old guard in there. So from what Russia has lost in Syria, if you will, yeah, the influence that have changed Russia alliance with more with China, India.
he wants to invade Cuba because he lived in Florida, and that's where all of the Cuban expats that have money fled to. and he probably knows a lot of them. I know Marco Rubio is pushing for him to invade Cuba.
Do you actually mean invade though? Isn't it just a threat to force the government to play ball? Like,
oh no,
invading-
Marco Rubio wants us to fully regime change Cuba.
He's a Cuban as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
American Cuban, as he'd like to be called. You know,
no,
American, African.
your mic
I
just
don't know.
died out, I think, Brandon.
I think he should fucking stop with that asinine shit and try to become the next presidential candidate for the Republicans. But if he's going to go down the road of invasions, that'll kill him. That'll not kill him literally, but
Your
that'll
mic's dead,
end
Brandon.
his election hopes, in my opinion.
yeah. Anybody involved in this administration, they should be disqualified from running from office.
It's not very, constitutional, but
Yeah,
Of course,
not like
it absolutely is.
democratic, is it?
It absolutely
how,
is.
How is it constitutional to stop a whole cabinet from having the opportunity to run for president?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Do you think that I'm saying that Democrats should pass a law saying that they're No. I mean that, like, when we're voting, we talk
Okay.
about all kinds of things that disqualify you from running. And this should be one of them. When we're
Having a different political
Hold on,
opinion.
be quiet.
Having a
When
different
we're
political
discussing-
opinion.
When we're discussing what it
That's
is to
basically
be
what he's saying.
American, what it is to be
Is that what he
American,
said
and
last
what we
time?
want
It
an
is.
American leader to be.
So if you don't agree with me 100%, you should be banned from running for office. Okay.
Absolutely no. I mean everyone that's involved in this administration right now who
Well,
is under
right,
Donald Trump,
which is
who
how
is
many people are in the
appointed by
cabinet?
Donald
Like
Trump,
12,
and who is
20
not
people in
going
the
to the
cabinet?
media and talking about how crazy, insane, and fucking lost his
Do
mind.
you
he
actually
is.
listen to yourself sometimes?
I know
Well,
you don't
yeah,
listen.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking
It's gonna come up
constantly
in the
interrupted
debate.
me.
When the
I mean,
candidates
there's a-
debate, all of those things will be brought up.
There's an interesting caveat of what they all said, specifically Rubio and the vice president both had very choice words for Trump, and Trump said some pretty funny things about them too. So when it comes to politics, pretty much everything's fair. You can insult the shit out of each other and your wives, and then
Yeah, I
hey,
was
I'm in.
I was
know?
just going to mention it, but Trump was right. Marco Rubio's wife is a pig.
Okay.
That's
Okay, so right now-
That's
Ron,
not something
right
I
now,
would say.
I'm only talking to the Americans that are in the room. Like you know that every time somebody runs for president, there is a discussion about whether or not they are fit for president. Those discussions range the gamut from do they support the military to just do they support police to do they support a business. All of these things, if the answer is no, makes you ineligible to run in the voters' eyes, meaning the voters won't even fucking consider your ass. That's what I mean. I mean the voters need
Well, that's
to
already the
decide
case.
right now what type of country we want.
That's already the
we
case.
we need to make sure that everybody from this administration that runs in the next election
Goodness me.
gets absolutely no votes.
I
That's
don't know
already how it works,
what
Brandon.
mechanism do you propose to do this with?
The voters that
Why?
are
That's already
pissed
how it
off
works.
that their sons and daughters will go to war over fucking nothing. The
Okay.
voters who are pissed
Calm down.
off because all of the benefits that they were getting have been cut off.
I
No
don't
matter
know if
what
you
their
are
situation is.
insane or dishonest
The voters,
or you just don't care. No,
It's
the
a bit-
voters.
it's a bit of
that's
both.
not
the
the
voters,
Not
whose
everybody
votes
thinks
are
like you.
attempting to
Have
be-
you not realized that? Not everybody thinks like you.
You,
Are you so
know,
narcissistic that you can't even imagine a world where people don't think like you?
yeah,
What do
I
you-
mean, there's,
what do you think I'm saying that means that people that don't agree with
it's
me
called just have a different opinion.
shouldn't have a voice? What exactly is it that I'm saying?
You are saying no votes. It's hard to tell what.
Okay, okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe a communist?
No, I don't. I'm
do you
not
believe a
doing
communist-
I'm
do
not
you
doing
believe
the
a
question
communist
thing.
should get
No,
votes
I'm not
for
doing the
president
question
in
thing.
this?
No, I'm not doing the
Do
question
you
thing.
believe that a
Let me
communist
ask you a
should
question.
get votes
Can you
for
be?
president
Can
in
you
this
discuss
country?
it without saying? Let me ask you a question, so that it's just you asking questions and everybody responding to you.
Do you believe that a communist should get votes in this country? That people should vote for a communist for president?
Well, it's a democracy. I'll answer that. If people want to vote for a communist, they can vote for a
Okay,
communist.
I'm not saying that they should not be allowed to run and that people should not be allowed to vote for them.
Well, that's
I
what
am
your question
asking-
was.
I am asking, do you believe that Americans should vote for a communist? Do you think they should vote for a Nazi?
Well, they've got the
Do you
right to
think that
vote
they
for
should
one.
vote-
I
do you
wouldn't
think
vote
that
for
they should
one, but
vote-
they've got the right. They've got
Do
the
you
right
think
to
that they
vote
should
for
vote
one.
for a socialist?
Well, they've got the right to vote for a socialist.
You're not an American. You have no idea of what our mindset is. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that
He
were
gets
brought
the
up
answer.
in the country that I was, the same way that I was brought up.
So you don't think that people should be allowed to vote for a communist in America? Is that what you think?
No, that's not what the fuck I'm saying.
So what
I am
are you saying?
I am saying that if a communist ran for president, they should not get votes. The people should not vote for them. They ought not vote for that
All right,
person.
listen for 2 seconds. In the United States of America, and I don't believe in the voting system. I personally believe it's rigged. But the way that it's set up, every individual has the right for themselves to vote for whatever they want. So if these people that are candidates are that terrible,
Amen.
it could organically
Amen.
be that they don't get votes. Organically.
Okay. So would you be okay if a communist was elected to president?
If that's what everybody in this nation wanted, I don't have a say.
Yeah,
Would you be okay if an avowed Nazi
but
was
It
elected?
doesn't matter. You can put
No,
anything
you
in that
don't-
position.
no.
If the people of the nation all vote
But
that,
no.
Yeah,
Then
some
that's what
people
it would be.
win, some people lose. So sometimes you get a socialist, sometimes you get a capitalist, and sometimes you get a communist.
No, he's
It's
right about this. The scaremongering, isn't it? It's why Europe has gone this way with the EU.
This
the whole
isn't scaremongering. This isn't scaremongering.
Well, no.
In this
I mean, it's
country,
all
when
the, it's all
people
the
run-
same
and when
thing.
people
We're all
run
going
for
down the way. It's
president,
either
The discussion
hang on.
is: are
It's either
they
totalitarian-
do they
So
support
the-
business?
no.
Do they
South
support the
Africa,
NRA?
this
right?
is, this
They
is called a
support
mental
women.
illness. This is called.
No, it's either totalitarian, right, or authoritarian that you're looking at here.
No, I'm looking at
can
voter
denounce them
preferences.
as other things if it left.
Just
I
because you
don't
guys
know.
are
I don't know
too
why you're
stupid to
getting
listen
so
to what I'm
animated.
fucking
About it.
saying.
What are you getting so animated for? What's the problem here?
Because
I
you're
don't know,
saying that I'm
man.
saying something that I'm not fucking saying.
No,
Well,
you're saying it's
what-
your
you're not
opinion.
really saying a lot. You're saying
I just think scale.
should
I always think
people
scale.
vote for a communist? I said, well, I wouldn't, but
He's
it's a
saying his
democracy.
opinion
If
is
someone
that we
wants to
should
vote
vote a
for
certain way.
a communist, they're allowed to. But I've gone around in a circle. Apart from that, you're not going anywhere.
I mean, I think maybe Brandon, you're trying to say people who don't vote like you vote or have your preferences specifically
the
against
gulag.
the current administration, people who don't vote the way you are somehow America haters.
Yeah, go to the gulags.
Okay, let me ask this question. If somebody said while they were running for president, I want to destroy this country, I want to destroy it economically, I want to destroy it militarily, I want to destroy the people's resolve to fight, should that
Good
person
luck.
be
Good
elected?
luck to that.
No,
If
of
people
course not.
vote for them,
Obviously
yeah.
not. That's an obvious no.
Yeah,
If
but
people
you-
vote for
you-
them, it's saying why would people vote for them is the question. That's the question. Why would the United States civilians
because
vote for them?
there's people like
Maybe they've been
there's people like
propagandized. to.
Brandon
Let
around,
me-
isn't there?
Let me put it to you this way.
And a bit tapped, so
If
they'll
a-
vote for these, loonies.
Not a joke.
Maybe
If a-
their minds have been so twisted that they
Oh,
believe
well,
that
I
that
think your mind
person
has
is
been
going to be the
twisted.
best person for the country because
Dank.
tearing it down and rebuilding it in their
Get,
image
get,
is
get
going
help,
to be the
man.
best thing.
Get help.
Let me ask you this then.
Stop it.
If
African black
if
fact
the
chat.
if the Democratic candidate came out and said all the things that you just said, Dank Brandon, and he became the national candidate for president for the Democratic Party, and he said that, how many Democrats would still vote for him because he's a Democrat, and that is pretty much the reason. Like, they're going to blindly vote for him because he's Democrat.
I don't control Democrats.
Just because he's not Trump.
But I would vote the fuck against that motherfucker, and I would tell everybody that fucking I talk to vote against that motherfucker.
Sure,
no matter who is on the other side.
That's fine, but I do feel like there's a segment of people from each party that vote on party lines every fucking time, dude. And they don't even fucking really care. I know people that do that, especially now in the Democrat side. They're like, we don't have a choice. We have to vote all blue.
Trump.
Yes, that's because Trump is destroying the country.
And there's also Republicans who are going to say, I hate MAGA, but I'll only vote red.
That's party first.
What I'm bringing up a point about, Brandon, regardless of the politician, there's always people, a good segment of both sides that are going to vote color only, not candidate.
It's mostly only
10%. What I am saying is that we as Americans should work to inform the public to ensure that they vote in a way that
so your language, sir,
America.
Your language is you're always looking down at others.
Yeah, the way you converse with people
that doesn't bring to an argument. It's very degrading in some ways if you listen to it.
I don't think yourself
on that. Okay, I don't think you're a good person to do that. The question that I asked was if Americans thought that the person that
I've got to teach them. Yeah.
The question that I asked was if Americans thought that a person that wanted to destroy America should be elected to president.
There we go.
Hold on, we can't do the double talk. That just does not work. We just have to be patient and let one guy finish. And then, so you were speaking, Brandon, but I'd like to hear Africans and analyzation of your style of speaking. What are you saying? That he's abrasive?
In some respect, yes. Very, very, yeah.
Yeah, Donald Trump's not abrasive at all, man. I should be more like him, huh?
No, more like, again.
See, that right there, you just did it.
More like
I know.
You're putting them into a category in your head.
Because he really doesn't mean it.
Oh
he really doesn't mean it. He really doesn't mean it.
Calm down,
he's
Jack.
Trying to make me seem unreasonable.
We're critiquing you. Calm down. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Base Welsman just a minute ago said that he loves it when Donald Trump gets at the Democrats and really lets them have it. So he really doesn't care how I present my argument because that should be right down his motherfucking alley.
I mean, there's a big difference between you and Donald Trump, right? And the thing is, he's a comedian. You're not.
No, he's not a comedian. No, he's not.
He literally.
He's not a comedian. No, I will not let you. I will not let you sully comedy.
He's an extraordinarily funny person.
No, absolutely not. No,
he is.
That is a noble art. You will not.
Right for you to say, right, that Trump isn't funny. Okay, he's not always funny. He's not always funny.
You will not sully the art
of comedy. Turn around. You cannot turn around
the art of comedy by saying Donald Trump is a comedian. No,
absolutely not. His timing is fucking immaculate. His timing on anything is immaculate. We might not agree, but for you to say he's not funny and he couldn't be a comedian just shows how much you dislike the guy.
Okay, let me give you an example of his timing. Okay, so there were like thousands of people ready to protest and take over Iran, and he waited for the Ayatollah to kill like hundreds of thousands of them, I think maybe even millions of them, before he started attacking Iran and telling the citizens
is that a genocide?
They need to rise up. So that's his timing. It's fucking hilarious, ain't it?
Well, I mean, the official figures are around about 60,000 on the top end, and you literally started at that and went to 1 million. I mean, at that point, do I take anything else you said seriously? I'm not going to take anything you just said seriously.
Fucking
What you
numbers
just said,
numbers
all
get flung up
fucking
all over the place.
You
Donald
literally
Trump still
started
says
with
there's
a-
like
you
100 million
started
fucking
with a
illegals
complete
coming through
exaggeration.
that he has got.
How many beyond? 1 million people. Shut up, you fool.
Can't believe there isn't a mute tab so I can listen to another tab here
There is. You right click on the tab itself.
on the tab. Mute it. I got it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Continue talking. I want to see if I can find anything of Trump. being funny.
I mean, to the other panel members agree with me that Trump does tell some good jokes sometimes. Well, quite a lot of the time, not always.
I mean,
Francis.
I'm kind of biased because I've heard him give the same speech for like 6 or 8 or 10 years now, so I don't really pay much attention. I'm mostly an individual that's listening for new information, and if I don't get new information, I check out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
I just think that I'm not a big fan of the trolling aspect of a leader. I think it's okay to be funny, but I don't think it's okay to.
Yeah, okay. Like I said,
Shit on
I understand that a lot of people don't agree with it, and I don't agree with all of it. But is it funny sometimes? Not always.
Yeah, it's funny. I like memes, but
Yeah.
the memes are so across my line.
Has there been a funnier president? Forget about the bad things. Has there been a funnier president?
Ah!
I don't know.
Well, I can't think of a funnier one, apart from maybe Bill. He's a dirty cunt.
All right, here we go. I'm going to screen share a little of everyone's American president. A little bit of DJT here. A little comedy from Trump.
Do we need to talk over it at all because of music, or are we good?
No, it's actually from a debate. It's totally fine.
Okay.
It's legitimately shareable.
Nice.
And it has some actual current like current affairs included.
First of all, Rand Paul shouldn't even be on this stage. He's number 11. He's got 1% in the polls, and how he got up here, there's far too many people. Anyway,
Do we want someone with that kind of character, that kind of careless language to be negotiating with Putin? Do we want someone like that to be negotiating with Iran? I think really there's a definite quality we're going to opinion about Mr. Trump. But I am worried. I'm very concerned about having him in charge of the nuclear weapons, because I think his response, his visceral response to attack people on their appearance, short, tall, fat, ugly. My goodness, that happened in junior high. Are we not way above that? Would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump, I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
I want to give Mr.
Look at Paul. He's like, you bastard.
Fucked it. You fucked it. You fucked around and found out.
Oh, he fed that to him, man. He just like handed him that line with that. Hey, what's up, Aphid?
Hey,
What's going on?
hey.
How are you?
I'm outstanding. How you guys doing?
Good. We're just appreciating our leader.
Even Aphid.
Your great leader, the great leader, the greatest one ever, with
Yeah.
the blonde hair.
Blue eyes?
Yeah.
Where'd Last Dance go?
I think he got kerfuffled and walked away.
Really? Bummer.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back, I hope.
And to be fair, I've seen Trump play golf, and for his shape, he's got a very good swing on him.
His swing is very unconventional, but he hits a fucking arrow down the middle.
Yeah, it's not a conventional swing, is it? But
Is
he
an arrow
hits it
good or
straight.
bad?
Straight, yeah, he seems to hit him straight every time with that bizarre swing that he has. But hey, some good golfers. Look at Jim Furyk. They called him the octopus because he brought the club up one way and then it came down the other way. It didn't go up the same way each time, up and down. Like his planes were way off. And Trump, it does a little bit of that. Brings it up outside, comes down inside. It's strange, but
The mind is a powerful thing.
He's
You guys,
definitely he's declined. Has anyone noticed that?
He's getting older, man.
Yeah, I'm not the only one then, right?
And I think he sleeps well, like 4 hours a night, and constantly has to deal with stuff. So that's got to age you too.
I wish he would not. He would get better sleep and have better nutrition and maybe work out a little so he can finish his fucking presidency with some dignity and not have what happened to the last poor bastard happen again. I mean,
I was just going to mention the last one. The thing is, the American public have had 4 years plus of watching their last president deteriorate, and obviously the Liberals denied it all the way up until the fucking the debate, and then they shifted the fact.
Hey, we respect our elders over here, Welshman, even if they're demented.
You've had a lot of practice at spotting, and it would surprise me. He's like 79. That you're going to slip countries. I slip countries. I say South Africa when I mean South America. I do it all the time. I say stupid shit sometimes, and I know, you sort of know you've said something wrong, but you can't freaking figure it out at that moment.
Do you often go on long rants about Arnold Palmer's penis?
I do.
That was very odd.
Why do you keep on bringing up penises for?
I don't know.
Is there a reason?
Donald
Trump did like a whole 7 minutes on Arnold Palmer's penis.
It's very odd.
But
I want to hear our new guest.
I'm sure it was funny though. I'm sure it was funny.
No, it was bizarre.
No, it was scary.
It's not funny.
Was it?
Why is another man just talking about another man's penis on fucking?
Well, that's all you've been saying all day. You've been saying about sucking cock all night.
All right.
I was just gonna tell Base that, in all fairness, I don't think if the roles were reversed and Trump did deteriorate to the extent that Biden did, I don't think that the right and MAGA is gonna be all over him and admit
this
to
motherfucker.
it.
This motherfucker is rotting before our eyes, dude. He looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, I mean,
see, that's like not even, I mean, if we're talking about past president and the current one, he's definitely got more. He's more with it mentally.
Okay. Has anybody ever played? Has anybody ever played?
I mean, you'd agree to me that the last 3 years, basically, he wasn't running the country. There was just a team of people running the country for him.
I think he was running it more than a lot of people give him credit for.
Do you?
Whether he was running it, yeah, I do. Whether he was running it good or not, and he was taking advice from a lot of his cabinet and stuff more so than he would have. But no, I think that he probably had way more than I think people like you probably think that he was just sitting there sucking his thumb all day and not making any decisions.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the case at all. I think he was definitely, he might have been persuaded and
yeah,
I think they were definitely running things by him, because I don't think he would if he wasn't. I don't think he would. He wouldn't have been able to. He wouldn't have been able to run. If they were controlling his every move, he wouldn't have been able to run for the second term.
You
know what I'm saying? They would have stopped him.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, but they stopped him when it was way too late. It would have never got that far.
They stopped him because they had no other choice because it went public.
If he had no decision making capabilities, they would have been like, okay, it's time. Come over here now.
Right.
And he was.
Remember when Obama led him off stage? And he was lost in
I know. I've seen him all.
There's so many examples. CNN, MSNBC.
It was pathetic.
They were sitting around saying, "Oh, it was all cut." The MAGA press had they cut the tape, and it wasn't like that at all. And it was obvious to anyone that looked at it critically that the guy was lacking often in public. And we knew that.
We only stood half of that because that mic went garbly.
Brandon, did you have
a question? We all know
that
Base is laying on his he's laying on his back in bed with the phone just like jostling around on his chest, most likely.
Did anybody ever play the game Fable?
Never.
Yeah. Okay. RW, you know how the game mechanic on that is as you do more good things, your character looks, bright and shiny. And as you do more evil things, it starts to reflect on him. Like he starts to look evil and dark and like pox on his face and shit.
Yep.
Donald Trump literally looks like he is playing like the Fable mechanics are working on him in real time in front of our eyes because he is rotting with every evil thing that he fucking does.
I mean,
Yeah, I
he
don't
could
know.
just be
See,
getting
you're
older,
making a
but I
weird-
understand what you're saying.
I think he's just aging. And my point is, I think Biden had real cognitive issues caused by something outside of his control. I think part of Trump's, of course, some of it's outside of his control. You can't stop it when you get older. There's cognitive decline, regardless of whether it's clinical or just normal. But I do think that Trump's lifestyle, his weight, his sleeping patterns are all contributing factors that if he could clean his life up a little, his health up a little, I think it would improve him a lot.
Trump has been incontinent since before he got elected the first time.
That might be true, and he's also
It is
overweight.
true.
You know,
There's lots of people that say when you're around Donald Trump, you get the smell of shit.
Well, incontinent
but
means nerd.
incontinent doesn't mean that you can't think with your brain, though. That's a sad side effect of age.
Yeah, I know. But if he was incontinent when he first,
There's actually no evidence of what Dank Brandon is saying.
there is.
Yeah,
There is.
you're just validating
If
it.
you look
You're
at
just validating it
pictures
by
of
talking
him,
about it.
you can see the outline of the adult diaper. Yes, absolutely.
You're
There's
full-
also
I mean, that's
the
pure-
producers of the Apprentice have come out and said that in private they used to call the show the shit show because every few minutes they would have to wheel Donald Trump out so that he could get changed because he couldn't control his bowels.
But even if that's true, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, but if he was that far gone the first time that he got elected,
Also, I don't believe Dank Brandon.
he is
I mean,
way
How many
worse
fucking
right now.
speeches have you watched him do, bro?
No, see, Brandon, what I
And
don't
his
understand.
mind was starting to go back then too. You just
I
couldn't see it because he was retarded.
No, here's the thing, dude. I can
Oh,
see
dude.
the difference. And especially back then, he was much sharper, but he's not. He's erratic and strange now in his behavior, but I wouldn't call him in that strange catatonic state that Biden seemed to be attaining. It was like, I don't think Trump is going in that direction. Trump is a more of an erratic, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like he's going off in a tangent more now when he talks. Things are just,
Yeah, it's called dementia.
I have a good amount of experience with that. I don't see that with him.
Okay, my grandmother had dementia, and she lived with me for a little while before she was sent off to go live with one of her sisters or aunts or something. I don't fucking remember. But some people who spent their lives angry and vindictive to everybody around them, when they get dementia, they are evil and spiteful to everything.
You are so full of shit. I can't
Yeah,
believe you
that
would
is
even
a terrible fucking thing.
Face
to
it.
say.
I can smell it from here. I
That
can
is
smell
fucking
it.
I'm sorry. Do you
Gravity at its
do you
best.
think that
I mean,
there
no,
are
at
people?
the end that
do you
happens.
think that there are
At the end
people
that
that are
happens
not?
because
Do
they
you
become
think that there
scared. They
are
believe
people
you
that are
don't know
not
anything
angry and
if you're going to say
spiteful to
that.
everybody around them
Dude,
that
you're
get
on
old?
that stage of the world being he's got dementia, you fucking asshole. Dude, that ain't true at all. Where'd you find your facts and figures here? Huh?
I've been watching the motherfucker for 10 years.
Oh my god! And that makes you what, the guy that knows the truth? Oh my god! You're a bit
Guess
obsessed
what,
with him,
Hank?
huh?
Guess what? You see him through
Yeah, the
your
anecdotal evidence
ideological
trick.
lenses.
And so do you, which is why you can't see the shit.
Thanks.
that's
Stop
right
it.
in front
Get
of you.
help. Stop it. Get help.
Oh, now I've offended you, the person that loves Donald Trump defending everybody.
No.
Stop
faggot.
it. Stop it. Get help.
Like I said
You
before.
fucking little faggot.
Oh man, you really
Why do
need
you
to show
got to
me.
go TOS on it though?
God damn.
It doesn't help the stream. Like if you guys want to like have a fist fight or whatever, do it in the back chat.
Well,
Like I
has
said,
he
you
ever,
take him to the
has
toilet.
he ever helped
huh?
the stream?
I mean, people like drama. I'm not one of them, but people do. I wanted to
Just
ask
wanna
last
control-
the question
You
because
just
I was
want
curious what
to
happened with
control
that fight
yourself
thing.
like the other liberals do.
Well, I mean, dude, you were just sitting there talking about fucking fucking Biden had no goddamn brain to speak of and wasn't fucking controlling the country. But when I say Donald Trump is fucking retarded and you can't fucking tell that he's goddamn dementia,
Okay,
and
well, you started with Donald Trump's retarded.
evil people who are
And you
evil
can-
all their
actually, you know what?
lives, when
I
they
would
get
say
dementia,
many
they are
things, but
even more
retarded
evil in their
is not
dementia.
one of them.
You get offended.
Retarded
So
wouldn't
pull
be
your
in the
panties
top
out of your
fucking
ass.
20 things
Pull
you
your
could
panties
describe
out of your
Trump as.
ass, grow a set of fucking nuts, and go play with yourself.
It's ma'am.
It's man.
Last answer, you there, dude? Oh,
I'm gonna go get blazed and get ready for bed. So y'all have a good one.
all right.
Nice
Don't
one,
have a heart
Dan.
attack, man.
Good night, man.
It's been
Adios.
entertaining.
Taking the piss.
So, last dance. The flight that hit was the United flight that hit that truck. What is the end result of all that?
Well,
Telephone pole or
oh,
whatever,
that-
light pole. Light pole.
well,
Well, it hit truck too.
Hit a truck.
Yeah,
the light
Actually,
pole hit the
light
truck.
pole hit the truck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's
That's
it's
why
not-
it didn't add up to me. I'm like, the fucking plane hit the truck. That ain't right. No, the
Well,
light
we
pole.
really, I haven't seen the definitive statement either way, but it doesn't look, maybe the wheel kissed the edge of the truck,
Man.
but because it was so close to the truck, the kind of its blast wave would have rocked that truck like hell.
Is there footage available? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was
We
like
get
a,
it?
like the
Yeah,
biggest
I could
rail
find- give me a
slide
second.
of all time in history, a plane off of a truck. Jesus, that's insane.
Is that when it? How long ago was this?
Can we get the footage?
Like
I'm
a
looking
week
for it.
ago,
Cheers.
Really,
beginning
really
of this
wild
last
shit.
week, like Monday or
And-
Tuesday.
Then another guy jumped on a runway and ran over and intentionally got himself
Sucked
sucked into
in.
a
Yeah,
fucking engine.
I've
It-
seen
it-
that one.
It literally it happened recently somehow. They had to make an emergency stop because of it.
36
this
hours.
morning.
Within 36 hours. I feel
Yeah, bloody hell! What the hell happened
I think it
there?
was like 4 o'clock this morning. I could be.
You want
wrong.
to check those two last dance and see which one is better representation?
I mean, I've seen the one
Okay.
that the guy freaks out, right? And he runs onto the track. Like he runs in and he gets sucked in. But this one is brand new, right?
Yeah, and I think the recent one, the guy got sucked in
Yeah?
too.
But they had emergency stop because of it. So they were already on it and they ran into the suction, didn't they? Oh, that's crazy. A new suicide. Dude, it's like not trains anymore. it's jet engines. Jet engine suicide. Wow.
Yeah.
That one's not very good.
It's, I know, I mean, yeah.
Sadly enough, trains are still in the mix. It's all too
Yeah,
common.
dude.
It's tough thing, tough subject for sure. But yeah, couldn't believe it.
I mean, nothing's a tough subject, bro. It's only your fucking perception of it.
No, I don't mean for myself. Trust me, you ain't gonna
For
freeze
society.
me out, bro.
Yeah,
I gladly
exactly.
talk about
Yeah,
that shit all night long, but
T-shirt.
it's not a popular subject, I should say. Here we go.
United Flight 169
There's the truck.
pole and a tractor trailer on the New Jersey Turnpike
Bonked it.
Newark Airport Sunday. It's a
Damn.
the accident captured on the dash cam of Warren Bordley's truck. The flight was coming in
Having a good day.
from Venice, Italy, with 231 people on
Definitely
board.
here.
How was that?
Oh,
Watch
damn!
in slow motion.
Fuck.
You can see what
No
appears to be the
way.
landing gear just before impact. Bordley suffered minor
No
injuries and is
fucking
now
way.
holding
Wow.
recovery.
Minor
His father,
injuries.
Warren,
Out of all the things in the world, a plane. You know, you can't prepare for that.
Police say the light pole also hit an SUV. Look
Oh,
closely,
shit,
you can
that's
see the light
gold.
pole here.
Oh,
The
watch
plane
out.
was landing amid gusty winds on the shortest of Newark's 3 runways.
They felt something over the threshold, and there's a hole in the side of the airplane.
New pictures
Ew.
show some of the damage from the collision, including that hole in the plane and marks on the landing gear, as well as the busted windshield of the truck.
It appeared to be nothing short of a miracle to me that he even survived it.
Damn
Wow.
straight.
Well, I mean, I'm pleased it wasn't like an Abdul, one of those Indians you've got over there, because
Oh, come on.
So, Last Dance, at the time when that plane is right there, does it have that computer voice going, pull up, pull up,
Yeah, it
pull
does.
up?
I would guess it does.
But they're supposed to be
No, that was
descending.
deemed racist. That was deemed racist. They had to get rid of that from airplanes.
I mean,
No, you're thinking of the retard one.
Oh, pull up, retard.
Yeah,
Airbus, during the flare, the Airbus will say retard, 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 meaning pull back the power.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's more accurate though. If you are this low, you are retarded.
Yeah, so it's not clear for 100% whether it did or didn't hit the truck. It didn't hit it very directly or very.
That was
hard.
just a blast wave that smashed the truck like that.
That was a light pole hitting the windshield, and the blast wave rocked that truck back and forth hard.
That dude saw it coming. He's looking. He's like, oh.
Yeah, he heard that.
That's it sounded good.
Oh, I'm told. There's really no evidence on that in that video, either way of the light pole hitting the truck or the plane hitting the truck. You just can't be sure. Obviously, something happened to the truck because from the interior video of the truck, it's just gets.
I still say though it would have been funnier if there was an Abdul driver recently arrived in the country, giving the interview then in half broken English.
Oh, you mean like a Sikh, a truck driver?
Yeah, you know, you got loads of those like Indian truck drivers or whatever coming over. They're like terrible.
Yeah. Now I think they made a law now that you have to be able to speak English to have a CDL, commercial driver's license.
To a
I don't know
certain
if you can share
standard.
that last one, Last Dance, but that's the engine from the guy in Denver. That's the remains of the guy that ran across the Denver airport track. I'm not sure you can share that one. That's pretty
Well,
brutal.
let me see myself if it really is any human.
It's just blood. It's just bread.
Yeah, I've seen some fake AI stuff. Yeah, that's not real.
I like the
That's
one
not
with
real?
the get well soon umbrella.
I don't think so because I've seen a real one and a fake one.
Okay.
And the real one doesn't have that blood all. And besides, wouldn't be in the front; it would be in the back.
I mean, it may or may not be
Okay.
blood.
Okay, here you go. Here's another one in the back chat that is probably what Aphid's talking about.
There's a guy standing in front of it.
Yeah.
They
That's nothing.
yeah. Talking about blood and stuff. Trigger's
That's the
been,
one I saw.
Trigger update. Yeah.
yeah. He's finding himself, but he's pooing blood all the time.
Oh
Yeah, you
man,
said that.
Really? That's bad.
It's like so. If like say the last 20 stools he's passed, I would say at least 15 had blood on it.
oh,
Is your dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he already changed his diet for like a softer stool.
Yeah, he's got cancer, mate.
Yeah,
No, I
he's
know.
gone,
I'm
yeah.
saying like different foods can have different stools and a softer
Yeah,
stool.
I don't think I
Be
should
less-
change that now. But he still seems fine in himself, so there's nothing behavioural difference. But obviously, he's been passing blood now for months,
Oh,
and it's just slowly getting worse.
yeah.
Sorry.
Take
I've
him
been
to
dealing with my own stuff, man, so I understand.
And
Sorry
then
to hear that about him.
he's still got an appetite though. I mean, he's still eating.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing that if you didn't know he was ill, you wouldn't say he's ill. Like there's nothing.
Right,
And I can spot. I can spot the fine differences in, you know, he runs up and down the stairs still, you know, if he's
Yeah,
excited, you know, I mean, he wouldn't do that if he was not well.
Right.
And he's got
I'm with
4
you, man.
flights of stairs.
I just had this conversation with somebody, and they're, you know, it was like, well, the dog's suffering and everything. And I'm like, yeah, but when we're suffering, we don't get the plug pulled on us, you know. I mean, I want to go until the very end, you know. I don't want somebody making that decision and coming in and being like, you know, you got to go down now, you know. So I
Right.
say enjoy if he's still happy, man, I mean,
Yeah, he's totally happy. But
yeah.
I think you know it's my brain's ticking because you know.
No. Keep him going, bro.
Yeah, I know. But
Well, you need to do what you need to do, not listen to anybody else. That's for sure.
I mean, basically, it's down to him, and I mean, I'm not going to put him through like long illness because,
Right?
Because I you know.
Do you have a vet? Do you have a vet? Do you have a vet? Do you have a vet?
Sorry?
Do you have a vet?
Yeah, I have a vet, like, but
Okay,
there's
so
no plans to do anything, like.
There we go.
Yeah,
it's
there's no need for a vet now.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's internal as well, see, so we can't really see anything.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Well, I feel for you, bro.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm just like taking him around all my relatives at the moment, just so everyone sees him at least one more time. Because
oh man, that's tough stuff, dude. Damn.
He could go like literally. I honestly, because you can't keep on passing poo, blood,
I
like
know.
clots of blood.
Right.
Sure, of course.
Damn, dude.
Well, he's a
Have you
good
seen that video, Last Dance?
We've all loved it.
Video?
Yeah, the machete attack that killed 3 elders in the subway, and the cop takes him out in the end of the video.
No.
What the hell's happening to humanity, dude?
Which subway?
Grand Central.
In New York City, you mean?
I don't know.
Oh, crazy
New
people!
York, New York City, New York Grand Central.
Crazy people
Yeah.
have always been a part of our society.
Right, that's what I was thinking too.
And
He was
you know,
screaming, "I am Lucifer."
another scary thing, which I'm convinced of, there he is, the little guy. Looks good too.
There's the little
He's
scruffy
asleep
bit.
at the moment, though. That's his biggest thing. He's not happy. I'm looking him up.
Sure.
I think like at any given time, there's multiple
Ask questions.
like serial killers going around the United States. There's no way to account for the amount of missing people that are unaccounted for over the years that just disappear.
That's fun.
Yep.
Do you guys think that? Am I the only one?
I think that America doesn't talk about trafficking like they should.
I mean, history proves there's always a serial killer going around.
Yeah,
But
I think there's
a lot of people that there's lots of people that just, kill one person too.
And
I don't know if it's, a huge number, but there are people that just disappear and, nobody, there's nothing. And they're there one day, gone the next, and never heard or seen from again.
It's a huge number if you go cover all 50 states. Like there's the theory here in the Northeast of the smiley face killer. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
The what?
Smiley face killer.
Have you heard of that one? Mm-mm. She would have heard of it. That's crazy. She hasn't.
And so there's been a lot of people who've died after leaving bars solo, and their bodies have been found in random places around, and mostly in water around the city. And everyone's immediate thought is to blame it on like a simple drowning. They left a bar, they went in the ocean and drowned. But there's been a lot of smiley face spray paint done in the areas where the bodies have been recovered, and nobody really knows who's doing the smiley face stuff. So people have started to put 2 and 2 together that it doesn't really add up. It's just too many.
I thought maybe it had a bit of a Joker story with that name.
Yeah, no, it's because of the graffiti they're finding around where the bodies are being found.
That's better
Why so serious?
than my duck.
I guess I don't really have a sense of how many disappear. I mean, I remember cases, they're haunting. They're not personal, but they happen near me. I remember a case when I was living in Greenbelt. A young woman was working at a store nearby, and she, somebody took her, and that was it. Nothing, never heard, seen, no body, just gone, just vanished off the face. Obviously, almost certainly she was kidnapped, abused, and killed, and her body was buried. And that probably happens.
Savannah
You know,
Guthrie's mom.
Probably happens a lot. I mean, in
So
order
here's,
to be
here's quick numbers. 500,000 to 600,000 missing persons are filed in the United States, but the number of people is in the low 10,000s that are never recovered, with 4,000 to 4,400 unidentified bodies recovered annually.
so 4,000 unidentified bodies.
6,000 are just gone and no evidence of
so
them ever
that's-
again.
Up to 600,000 reports are filed for missing persons, but in the end
Yeah.
of the year, the low tens of thousands for never recovered, which
Yeah,
is still too many.
That seems like a lot. That's just a lot of people to disappear without being found.
Yeah, that's over scale, isn't it? Always scale. Add the scale.
That's a lot of people that you would think have a hard time going to sleep every night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can do the math, and let's say it's 20,000, right? And then we'll divide that. What's the population of the United States? 350 million, roughly.
A little bit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, a little less.
It's fuck all, isn't it? Really?
Dang it, I just want a calculator. Oh, it's just
What
gonna be a
numbers? I can do
calculator.
numbers in my head pretty good.
20,000 divided by 350 million.
Forget that. You do that.
Yeah.
What do
I
you
thought
want?
we
The
were
number
talking
of
2 plus 2 or something.
You want the rate of disappearance? I mean,
Just a percentage. So I'm just getting my phone calculator out. So 20,000.
What's the percentage of disappearances in
Less
the
than
whole
1%.
America? What is that? That's got to be more than 20,000.
That's giving me a fraction instead of a freaking percentage. It's one over 17,500. Why is it not giving me a? Why they gotta change technology?
Well, that's
See what
bastards.
my calculator.
way
always a
under
percentage before.
What was it?
20,000. No, I'm digressing. Divided by 350 million.
it's 0.0057%. It's. I mean,
0.00005. Yeah.
So it's less than 1%.
0.0057%.
A lot less than.
It's such a small number that it's not interesting.
Yeah, it's 0.005%. So I mean, if you look at it like that, it's like, oh, whatever. But that's like 20,000 people a year, man.
It can't be that. It's got to be larger than that, RW. By the volume of people in America, that's nothing. Because more people in Africa and China, everywhere else go missing. Probably.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Yeah,
hear
if
of
I live in
the?
other states, it might get pretty ugly, like Mexico or something.
Oh, I knew a friend. Well, I went to
That's
school
not
with her in an international school in Botswana. She ended up being found in a raid with the German police in a whorehouse. She had been
Right.
there for almost 12, 13, 14 years. And
So
only
human
got
trafficking.
yeah. A German tourist went over to
Yeah.
Botswana, met her, oh yeah, let's go to Germany, played the whole thing, and then sold her straight into slavery.
Damn.
Human trafficking is something that there's
Exactly.
documentaries on.
But
It's
she
very,
was missing
very.
for a good 15 years. She was going through serious amounts of therapy for her to get back home. You understand?
Have you guys ever heard? Have you heard of the random mysterious Polaroid photo that was found? I don't know, 30 years ago in a parking lot of some people that are tied up in the back of a van. Had anyone
I
ever
feel
heard
like
of that?
Sounds familiar.
The
no,
photograph's
no.
available online. I shudder to think that I could show it here. I could, but it's just a little bit disturbing for a live stream, maybe. I don't know. But
What-
it's fucked up because a person disappeared from that area at the time, and it's always been the theory that this person in this random, I think it was found at a Walmart parking lot, in this random Polaroid has a similarity to a person who had gone missing in the area at the time. It makes you think, were they kidnapped and tied up in this van with tape over their mouths, and then this person took a photograph of them to send to somebody to say, this is who I have to sell to you?
Probably a trophy.
Well,
a
yeah,
trophy,
that's what I was thinking.
or like, hey, this is what they look like. What do you think? Like, how much can I get for them?
How many people? Just one person in the
2 people.
Oh,
And I think one's a minor.
Have you ever heard the conspiracy theory that the missing children wall in Walmart isn't what they say it is?
It's a shopping list.
Oh, come on.
Pizza.
Yeah, man. There's always that theory. Same as what happened in the, taking some medicine, right? What Celine Dion is going through. Yeah.
Pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are getting at there.
Degar? Is it Degar?
I don't know
think,
what you were talking about. I know what Welshman's talking
There you
about.
go back.
I think it's a theory that the Walden family has a big part in child trafficking, and they even have a menu at the front of the store.
Yep.
I wouldn't even hint at that.
The niece of them has like a fucking 700-foot yacht in the Mediterranean, and she's not even one of the ones that owns the fucking place. Like, that family is so loaded.
700 foot.
It's ridiculous. It's this
Really?
yacht that,
Wow.
it's the one.
Titanic.
Wow. Jeez, that's crazy, man. Wow. Imagine
It's
that.
the yacht that comes in, and then like all the other yachts that look huge,
Have to
look
move
like
away.
speedboats next to this fucking thing, dude.
Wow.
It's like insane. But yeah, they are so loaded. Why would they be involved with?
Speaking of big boats, did you guys talk about what is it called? The something virus, the rat
Hantavirus.
virus. Did you guys talk about that at all?
Hantavirus.
No, we haven't.
We didn't talk about it.
It's not worth talking about. In my
Oh, take
opinion.
that, Aphid.
That's fine.
I think it's a nothing burger unless this thing has morphed into something else. The kind that's called the Andes virus, which is the only one they ever found that can be transferred human to human, requires extended close contact with the person to get it from another person.
Are we
It's
talking
generally
about
meant that it's liquids that you exchange.
antivirus? What are we talking about?
No, yeah, dude. There's a ton of different I don't know the proper word. Sub-viruses of the hantavirus, and this one that's called the Andes virus.
The Andes variant, okay,
is the only one that the variant that they ever discovered that can actually jump human to human.
Okay,
the rest of them have to be attained only from mouse droppings.
Yes,
like in the case
no.
of the Indians or whatever that got it in the sweat lodge in New
Yeah,
Mexico. They all got it because they were present in the same room together. Now, what's scary about this Andes variation is you can get it and then spread it outside of the vicinity of the droppings, which now makes it like really virulent. But the contact rate has to be what they describe as close contact for an extended period of time.
So
wow, for somebody
Yeah.
that really poo-pooed the subject, you sure do seem to know an awful lot about it.
Oh, I went right on my research.
Right? Is what 2 months almost? Is that right?
Say that question again, please.
that's
bud.
right.
The gestation of this is about 2 months.
Mhm.
Is that right? Just
Yeah.
asking.
The duration of the virus?
The gestation of it in the subject.
No,
The time
not
it
2
takes.
months.
How long
Yeah,
is
because
it?
they'd all be home now. They're still on the
No,
boat.
I think it was 14 to 21 days in that vicinity.
So a month or just under. Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks has got to be
Yeah.
the numbers I saw. And yeah, Eastwind brings up a good point about Gene Hackman's wife. I think they found that she had hantavirus,
Yeah, she
which is
died.
interesting. She would have captured it from the mouse, stupid way to put it, but got it from the mouse droppings, but she wouldn't have gotten her husband sick because it's not
Right.
transferable.
But
Right.
she took care of her husband, and when she died, he was unable to even call. I guess he was pretty far gone. He was unable to call anybody, get up. So I think he died of thirst, basically. Yeah.
Thirst.
So the incubation period is 7 to 56 days, and symptoms usually appeared within 2 to 3 weeks. So there you go.
Now,
And this was on a cruise ship,
First
right?
of all, my interest of it wasn't so much the virus itself. Just like I can't, for the life of me, think that I would ever enjoy like going on a cruise ship. You're stuck in those little bitty fucking cabins, and you're with a bunch of people that most likely, well, at least personally speaking, I'm not going to have anything in common with, and I probably can't stand them. And I don't know, it just seems so miserable, and it seems like there's a good chance, well, not a good chance, but there is a high chance, higher than other, you go into a regular hotel, that you can, come down with some shitty thing, and
Literally,
on
you
that
hit
boat.
the S word,
Yeah,
David, like the
right.
S word.
Right.
It's often some sort of a norovirus or fecal-borne bacterial spreading disgustingness.
Right. And
closed
the people that-
environments, humidity.
The people that got it like went to some, trash dump in some shithole country, and
Yeah,
they wanted to see a bird.
They were bird watching at a dump
Right.
full of fucking rat shit and mouse shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Why
And
would
most
you go
importantly-
bird watching at a dump?
I actually did it once in Vermont.
Do you see anything besides seagulls?
Yeah, one particular type, which was a state first, and I got it. Couple good viewings of it.
Okay.
Lesser black-backed gull, common throughout Europe, very rarely seen in the States.
Cool.
Wow.
And
A
most other
proper-
people, it's just a seagull.
So you're
Yeah, if
totally
you know what a great blackback looks like, the big bad motherfuckers, shrink it down so it's smaller than a herring gull, and that's it.
you totally can relate with these people that are destroying the lives of dozens of
Would I
people.
have gone to the dump to see a rare bird?
Do they have black heads then?
Black-backed.
Oh, they're black back.
Yeah, their head is bright white. They have a black back.
How big are they? How large?
The big ones, the greater
They're-
black-backed, are huge. The lesser
Oh.
black-backed is a little guy.
They're
I got
rare in South America, I heard, because most South American birds have wetbacks.
Not bad, not bad.
Sorry.
Well, they haven't
That was- that was
they
a
haven't
little
they haven't
uncalled
crossed the Rio Grande yet, so their backs will still be dry. Yeah, and I had one of my best friends ever. He's from El Paso, Texas, Mexican American kid. American first, American Mexican. I asked him, what does the word Mojano mean? He was like, yo, don't say that to anyone. Apparently it's like a river crosser or something. It's like Mexican
is it?
slang. It's like mean word, but
You called him a gypsy, basically.
well, no, I asked him what it meant, and he was cool, like to tell me what it meant and say, like, yo, he didn't pull the Cheech and Chong moment when Cheech and
Pendejo.
Chong call him pendejos, and he's like,
That
hey,
was awesome.
pendejos. Right. He didn't do me like that, thank God.
It'd be funny if it was nonce or something.
Exactly. Like
Did-
if I
did
was
you-
clueless and I go to the UK and call the bartender nonce. He'll like that and he'll give you service really quickly. Hey nonce, 2 Guinness, please.
What you call him? Nonce.
Right. Exactly.
Did you guys hear what happened on the Disney Magic Cruise?
No. What happened?
Yeah, I feel like they distracted us with the norovirus to hide the huge amount of pedophiles on the Disney cruise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So surprising.
What?
Yeah.
Linda.
There was 28 crew members from 8 different cruise ships, one of them being the Disney Magic, that were pulled off by Customs and Border Protection to be involved in receipt, possession, distribution, or viewing of child material.
So
Damn.
so wait
Fuck
there.
ice, huh? Screw those ice bastards.
So wait there. These people previous convictions, or were they up to no good on the ship? What's the?
I'm not sure what it had to do with these cruise ships, but they're pulling them off these cruise ships. So I don't know if they were like we're waiting for.
You would think there was checks and balances, wouldn't you? You would think there's actual legal requirement. Obviously, adults in contact with children in the UK, there's like you go through a special search.
It's called the Corey check over here.
Right.
C-O-R-Y.
So it's the same over here.
I mean, if they could have got in clean, but we're working that system. So there's a lot of information that's not being released yet that we just know that they were grabbed. And if we find out that they were using like the Disney Magic ship to create material, that's going to be brutal.
Yeah. There goes Disney. That's going to be a lot of money. I'll be right back.
They're having plausible deniability at
business
Disney.
survive.
Like, that's not our business model. We don't believe in that. Like,
You're
well,
right.
congratulations, you still have some crap on your hands.
I mean, you said they raided a number of ships and 28 people. So that's not an isolated thing, is it?
8 different cruise ships.
Yeah, that's not isolated.
It's not. Well, is that better or worse?
That's worse. If there was 28 arrests on one ship, and say, for example, that they looked into all the others and they just found issues on the one ship, I would think that'd be better. Because that's not to say 28 people will be charged.
Some people were just deported.
Wow. Well,
I don't think that's fair. Like if you're in the United States and you're doing that stuff, deportation isn't. That's not like.
It's not good enough.
Who cares?
Yeah, but odds on they were just overstayers rather than non-sea characters. If they just got deported, surely they would have to face justice otherwise.
I don't know. And the only other news that I gathered was the FDA authorizes first fruit-flavored e-cigarettes with age gates, and there's needle ants that are invading the United States from East Asia. It's been a
What are they called?
pretty crazy
Needle
week.
ants?
Needle ants from East Asia. Their sting can cause excruciating pain and deadly allergic reaction.
What sting?
A needle ant.
Where do we have those? I never heard of it.
I'm looking now.
What do we have those too? Besides the hantavirus, needle ants?
Maybe that's how it's spreading.
This is an invasion?
It could be.
It reminds me of the great animal invasion movies that came from the 70s. Of course, Jaws was kind of one. There was another one about spiders. I think it was called Tarantula.
Oh, that was a B-rated flick, right?
I remember it.
There was one scene.
Swarm?
The
Swarm,
tarantula one, the guy was flying the biplane and he looks down. He's a crop duster and he looks down and all the tarantulas are climbing up his legs. And then his decision to jump out of the biplane rather than to have spiders walking on him, I thought that was particularly terrifying in a 70s sort of a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there were actual good ones.
Did the tarantulas fly and land the biplane?
No, they all died in a fiery crash.
Man. Dumb
That's unfortunate.
tarantulas.
But the
Last
end of
Dance,
that movie, though,
didn't
isn't
watch
there
that movie.
the ground is covered with webs or something?
I don't remember the movie that well.
I feel like it is. But there was an ant one too.
The ants, yeah. That was stupid because ants are pretty slow and you could just a slow walk. You'd be like, well, we'll just walk away from the ants now.
There was an earthworm one.
That one I don't recall.
Real obscure.
You're forgetting one of the best ones, Piranha, the Piranha one, when they got into the lake or the river or whatever it was.
Yeah, Piranha.
And then the second one with piranhas, the piranhas had crossbred with flying fish. So they were flying piranhas. That was a good concept. It really upped the level.
It's not as good as Sharknado.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Sharknado I never watched.
They make it to be terrible. All 8 of them, or however, God forbid.
I think you're in
many
there
there
for
are.
Tara Reid.
That was with Ian Ziering, right?
Yeah, the 90210 guy.
Yep.
This is terrible.
I was
Just real quick
pronounced
for the
Ian.
ants.
Ian.
I think you're right, but to me, it's still Ian.
North
got
Carolina,
into a
South
fight?
Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. That's the big presence. Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, Florida, Mississippi, Arkansas. Strong presence, but it's now spreading into New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio.
Needle ant.
Maryland, crap.
Yeah,
Have to keep an
enjoy.
eye
Don't when you're digging through the mulch. Good luck. Yes, Tara Reid's boob job was a little painful
Special.
to witness. Not that I was looking
Was
at him or
it?
anything.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Get what you-
Ian Ziering just got into a fight with some gang members. Did you hear about that?
No, I
Who?
didn't. Did he win?
He did pretty well.
Yeah,
cleaned
because
some-
he's my age, I think.
he cleaned some motherfuckers' clocks, but then now they sued
Really?
him. They sued him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who is this? Who?
Ian Ziering.
the Sharknado guy, the kind of
Oh.
short, red-haired dude.
From
in
90210.
90210.
He was, what was his name in 90210? He was the asshole, so it should be easy.
I
He was
can't
Slater?
remember.
It was
No.
Steve.
Oh,
Wasn't it?
It's always the Steves that are the jerks.
the dog
We
killer.
watched the shit out of that show.
Yeah, he was Steve.
I was too young to appreciate that show. It was not for me.
I didn't really
Me and,
like it.
me and my soon-to-be wife watched the shit out of that show.
Wow. One day you'll watch it again, all from start to finish.
Never saw a
Probably
single
not.
episode.
You're not. I don't think you're missing out. I remember it just being like trashy soap opera. That's all I
Yeah,
remember.
it sucked.
Pretty
but
much, yeah.
pe-
Soap
people
opera for
got
kids.
into the storyline and they liked it for that. But it's
Yeah.
not like Seinfeld. I could put on any Seinfeld at any given time and be entertained. You put on 90210 now, it's so out of touch and like it just doesn't hold up at all. I mean,
The shop they always hung out at, the little ice cream sundae shop, and the owner was always like their friend. I can't remember what it was called.
I almost feel like you're describing Saved by the Bell.
No,
No.
Didn't they
Peach
both
Pit.
have
Peach Pit.
Oh,
Peach
not
Pit.
Street.
That's what it was called. And the
Saved by the Bell.
Flaming Lips, I think, played at the Peach Pit one time,
That's interesting.
which was really bizarre.
Were they the ones who had detachable penis?
No.
Who sang that?
They had
What a classic.
the only song they had that
That
was
is a
real
classic.
popular was Tangerine.
Mm.
She don't, the song.
No,
Don't
Vaseline.
use
Vaseline, yeah.
Tangerine's a Zeppelin
Tangerine's
song.
in it.
Tangerine's
Yeah,
in
but
it.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
in it, right.
She don't use jelly or
She uses
any
Vaseline.
of these. She uses
Already at five, I don't know.
Vaseline.
I never watched this.
Yeah, the season 5, episode 23, Love Hurts. The Flaming Lips appeared in Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh,
I
man.
think
Oh, they
I have a new
they
conspiracy
did their
theory.
hit. She don't use jelly at the Peach Pit After Dark. Oh, that's right. There's the Peach Pit After Dark was the nightclub spinoff from the Peach
Sounds
Pit.
like a butthole.
I don't know. Is
Doesn't
not Lost caught up, or is he like back in the dank times here? He's
I think it is Dank Brandon. That's my new conspiracy theory. I think Not Laws and Dank Brandon are the same person.
wow. You just nailed it.
Finally,
You
I got one right.
have been discovered.
Yeah, and his types. That does
There you
sound
go.
Game's
like
up, man.
something Tank Brandon would say.
What a
He
cunning
doesn't know who it is.
detective you
He's
have become,
confused.
RW.
Oh,
He doesn't know who that is. Okay, so clearly it's not him. He don't
I
know.
mean,
Oh
Could be.
man, foiled again. Well, if you watch earlier in the show, you'll learn who Dank Brandon is. He is one of your people.
I wanted to ask earlier, last dance, you were about to describe some exciting new feature that you may have created, or did you want to talk about it?
No, I wasn't going to describe it, but I can. I mean,
Oh,
it's,
In
it's-
detail.
it's not really that exciting for anybody except me.
Well, I find it kind of cool.
Way
that
to
you made
sell it.
Well, I've implemented my own moderation interface and dashboard.
What does that mean?
Well, I'll show you a little picture of it.
Okay. What is dashboard?
He's coded some stuff to work, make it work better.
Global ban. Fuck yeah. Why is it so big for SmokeWife?
Well, it's big for me. What do you mean big for SmokeWife?
Well, the global ban button is big for. It's really big.
Oh, however many lines the post takes. The
Oh, I
the
thought it was
button.
like an algorithm. Like
Whatever.
No.
her social credit score is
No.
low.
No.
Right, the bigger the global ban. Wow, English Bottle Cap has a huge global ban. Right, I see what you mean. That is sort of a shortcoming of it that they.
Right.
It's each box is like a different size. It's funny.
What's
But
whitelisted?
what does this mean? Like, what happens here? Describe it.
So it gives you a stream of the chat messages, the same one that appears in YouTube's chat
Right.
window.
Mhm.
But it lets you do it lets you do moderation. This part isn't all that interesting. The part that is interesting is the algorithms I have to automatically ban users who we haven't had them in a couple of years, but they would spam the channel over and over again, and it was impossible to keep up with them.
Does this ban an IP address, or
It bans a username.
so they couldn't just go change the
They
username?
can just go change the username, but it will ban them, just as quickly. So, the idea is that they'll lose interest because they're not getting the kind of annoyance they want, and they'll just move on to some other channel that they can vandalize.
How does this differ from when I can go and ban user?
What you see there, the global ban is no different than just clicking ban user, except it's a little easier because that's just one click.
I see.
The algorithmic one, YouTube doesn't provide anything like that. If someone is spamming, now one of the things it's designed to check for is repeated messages that are the same.
Can you let's see here. So is this connected to YouTube or part of YouTube, or how did you get it to work with you?
So there's two parts. The part that reads the message is not part of YouTube. It's a separate method. The part that does the blocking, the part that does the global ban, I needed to sign up for YouTube API, and there's limits at the free tier. You can only get so many
I don't know how that.
operations. So, it's actually a pain in the ass to do this.
So is it all automatic, or do you have to moderate it?
I have automatic ones that if somebody is spamming the channel, like repeating Topple is gay every 1 second, for example, it will catch it. But I've whitelisted all the known users, so Topple's whitelisted.
Yeah, what's his whitelist? Is that racist?
No. None of the gay stuff came through to YouTube, anyways.
Well, none of it's coming through now.
You broke it.
I broke it. No, I didn't break it. Aphid broke it.
Have a look.
Oh, is it because of my?
No, but then it wouldn't.
All right, so that's enough of that.
That wasn't as boring as you think, now was it?
All right, now Mr.
Yeah, it
E just added gay as the most recent comment. Thanks for adding to the shite show that we have going here, Mr. E. Appreciate that. That did come through on YouTube, Mr. E. And I hate that they pin the damn comment to the bottom of the chat. That is so annoying. Am I right? Can we get a groundswell grassroots to get that changed?
It's not.
Pretty gay.
What is?
It's not at the bottom of my chat. It's at the top of my chat.
What the fuck?
Everyone else is saying it.
Yeah, just do
Join
it.
in.
Just do it. Do it verbal. Just make it a verbal movement.
Exactly.
No one's paying attention to this big UFC fight. I don't watch UFC, but the whole Duelist server is watching it right now.
You mean, is it the fight between the two women or the
No,
UFC?
the two guys apparently. It's a big fight. Big deal.
Is it
Mhm.
Sean
Let's
Strickland?
hear it.
Is
Let's hear it.
Sean Strickland fighting tonight?
Let's find out.
I think Gina and the other woman are fighting too. Gina Cerone's back in the ring. She's something else.
Chimov versus Strickland. The main event
Yes.
is Khamzat Chimov versus Sean Strickland.
Strickland, yeah, everyone loves Strickland. I like him. He's a wild man.
It must be already over.
No, not necessarily. The main card usually goes on late. It's just like 6, 7, 8, 9 fights, probably. But whatever. Any other subjects you had in mind, David?
Oh, I got a good one.
What do you got?
So, so I went to the grocery store yesterday, and I
Uh-oh.
always ride the cart, you know.
Hell yeah!
And
1 foot on the back.
No, 2. I get it
He's a
going real
big
good
boy.
first.
Okay,
It's a big boy.
And then, so I got to my car, and then I put my stuff in there, and I was like way far away from the. I call it the cart corral. I don't know if there's
Sure.
a better term for it.
Cart corral. Yeah.
So I gave it a couple more good spins and took off down there to it, you know. And this guy was pulling into a parking spot, and he rolled his window down. And I was like, well, I know I didn't do anything wrong, so he's probably gonna say something funny or something, you know. And he's like, oh, you should have got it going faster. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I should have, or something. And I turned my back and I started walking my car, and he's like, I'm glad to see you're still having fun.
Did you know?
And I was like, I wanted to turn around and be like, you motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
what do I look like? I should not be having fun anymore. Like,
Looks like you should roll over and die.
hang it up.
Ethan. That's what it looks
Just
like.
hang it up and call it quits.
That's right.
Nice job, Pops.
Yeah. That
Old
reminds
timer.
me.
Glad to see you're still having fun. I couldn't
There's
believe it, man.
I watched a video on Instagram, whatever, of this guy, this massive ripped guy going through a grocery store and just shopping by taking things out of other people's carts and putting into his cart and just keep walking. And all the reactions of these people that just look up to this massive dude that took the food they already picked off the shelf, and like no one fought him. Not one person even really like said anything. They just like stared at him as he walked away. Like
Pussies.
Yeah, I probably would have said something.
I can see Steve
I
like,
would've-
attacking him for that turkey dinner or something.
No, I wouldn't assault him. I would just take the food back out of his cart that was mine
Right.
and put it in mine.
Yeah, what
And
do
then
you
if
say?
he
Yeah.
moves to attack me, then I have a reason.
I would just
Time
take
to
a
get that
whole
back.
bunch of shit and put it in his cart. Or maybe I might
Yeah.
take everything in my cart and put it in his cart.
Oh, the old
Grand Theft grocery store.
the old boomerang action.
Exactly.
Oh, you want that? Oh, here you go, motherfucker. You're getting it all.
I
all
have
the
another.
veggies you can imagine.
The old reverse. Take it from the cart.
I have another ride in the cart story. I
Oh.
and
Do it.
I put this on Facebook, but I don't think I told you guys. And if I did, just tell me. Shut up. I already did. But it was Super Bowl weekend, and we were getting some stuff for the the big day. Actually, I think it was Super Bowl morning. And so me and my wife were at the grocery store, and we were getting coffee, and I'm a stickler for the coffee because I won't overpay for it. So I always look to see if there's one on sale if I don't want to pay the price for what we usually get.
But they taste
And
different.
so I'm scanning. I know, but I can't pay for if there's a good deal, I can't pass it up if
Right.
I'm not. And coffee got real expensive. I don't know if it still is because I haven't bought it lately. But anyway, so I wouldn't say she was irritated. She was just, I'm gonna go on and get the next stuff, and she left. So I'm sitting there staring at it, and after a few scanning everyone to see if there was any good sales or anything, I picked one out and I got on the cart and I started zooming and we were only picking up a few items. So I was scooting on the cart, and there was a fair amount of people there. So sometimes about his journey at the food market. So I started scooting across, on the back of the cart, and I get to the far other end of the thing and I look down and I see her and I'm like, oh, there she is. So I start scooting down that aisle and she turns and looks at me, and the look on her face, and it dawned on me right then, because she's holding on to our cart, and I looked down and it was somebody else's cart, and I just left the whole other end of the store with somebody else's cart, standing on the back of it, scooting across the main aisle in the back of the store. So I just turned around and I had to do that walk of shame, and go back and try to find the person.
Why didn't you just leave it where it was?
No, I didn't. I had to
you didn't have anything
admit to what I had done wrong. And I got there and there was still because there was nobody in the aisle, but it was full of stuff. And not full, but it was stuff, So I just parked it right where I found it, and I turned around and left.
You know what happened? When you took their cart, that person disappeared. That's how people disappear.
That's one of the 60,000 or 10,000 or whatever it was.
10,001 right there.
Mm-hmm.
A dimensional door opens in every supermarket when
eventually
someone takes someone else's cart by accident.
There's going to be a cold case file open back up on this person. They're going to haul me in there, and they'll be like, is this video of you riding on the back of their cart right before they went missing? What do you have to say for yourself?
Looks like you're celebrating their capture.
Right. Oh my God.
That's pretty
It's
amazing.
kind of like the supermarket equivalent of dancing on their grave.
I was I was 98.6 when I was scooting across the back of that aisle. And then when I saw my wife, my temperature instantly went to like 105. I could feel the heat in my body building when I realized exactly what I had done.
Hello, Cy. How you doing?
Oh, good. How's everybody?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Good to see
my
you.
sound,
Good to see you.
I've been struggling with my sound the last few times I came in. Is that okay?
Well,
It's okay. I think you just have a slight delay.
Sound good to me for the most part.
All right. What have I been missing? What have you all been up to?
Oh, not much. We're just talking about random stuff. Now we're
Yeah.
talking about Aphid Lib's shopping experiences.
Yes, his thieving
really good.
problem.
No wonder you called in.
Is he a rich shopper or a poor shopper? Because
Well, he likes to steal from other people. So
Thrifty is the word I like to use.
Yeah, he's most people
was
just
just
get
a-
a cart and walk through the store. Aphid Lip does not believe in doing things that simply.
See, with us, when we buy our coffee, we have one requirement. It's basically the store brand coffee, but we only like the one that's labeled as Colombian. For some reason, all the ones that I've ever bought that are labeled as Colombian, even if they're the cheaper brands, the Colombian has a richer flavor. I don't know if it's completely psychosomatic for me. but,
Right. I agree with you.
the store brand Colombian is the same price as the store brand breakfast blend.
You know this guy's a posh fella with a lot of money because he's buying coffee. Does he not live in the real world? Does he not see how expensive it is?
does he not know how expensive it is? I mean, he probably doesn't care.
Well, because obviously he's very flash. He's got money to spend on coffee.
Oh, is that what it is? Is coffee
I spend money on coffee too.
I think everybody. Well, I have to have coffee in the morning. I have to.
Well,
I would be in
mine's,
bad shape if I didn't have my coffee in the morning.
I think we get about 40 ounces of ground coffee for $23. That's expensive to me.
You already know you're being flash when it's ground coffee. And you've got a regrinder that grinds it down again and gets it to a third grind or whatever. Holy fuck! I've never bought coffee in my life.
Huh.
10 ounces or something.
Is it a thing? I thought it was like a thing. Is it a thing for normal people? Ground coffee?
Yeah, we all buy coffee pre-ground. Any of you guys grind it yourself?
No, we
I
don't.
have,
No,
I
but-
have, but I don't usually.
Yeah,
Too lazy
you
for
can.
that.
Okay, but like you'd have to buy like some fancy coffee machine. Normally, it's in a jar, and you just put a spoon in, and that's your coffee.
It is more delicious though. If you grind your own beans, it is a better
Oh,
flavor.
Yeah,
I never want to grind it, but I once or twice bought coffee not realizing it was whole beans.
Yeah,
I seriously,
I've done that
hope-
too.
I seriously hope he's married. That says when you grind your own beans, because that's going to put any woman off, isn't it?
Well, I know this is going to be considered a
In that grinding room. beans.
sacrilege, but I just stuck all the beans in the blender and pushed. Hi.
There's
Anyway,
a lady.
There either.
There's a lady here now. I'm watching it. It's a lady with her husband with the beard. Did she find him physically attractive when he said he ground his own beans?
That's
What?
Did you find it attractive when I said that I grind your own beans?
Yeah. Did you find?
Apparently not. It was not a win situation.
they're farm people over there. They find
she married RW for his money.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah,
Lance.
Right, the big thing, you got these in the UK. You got these things that are called baristas or something like that, and they're an expert at coffee, and they do it with the machine. A load of bollocks, and you end up with coffee. That's $9.
Yeah, that's
Some baristas are definitely good at their job, but there's a lot of baristas that just have a name tag and push the button.
I mean, I feel like that whole industry is doomed to fail. But then I drive by Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, and the fucking line is like 25 cars long. I'm like,
at Dunkin' Donuts?
Dunkin's is crazy up here, and
Oh,
Starbucks is
God.
too. I hate both of them.
I've never. I'm 55, 56. I've never been in a Starbucks. I've never had a Starbucks. I've never had the other coffees. I've never. I think it must have missed me, even though like I watched Friends in the coffee shop and shit. But like it never got hold of me. But like now I got mates or I got kids that spend 40 quid a week in fucking Starbucks.
No, I
It's
hear
only
you.
like,
I
it's
mean,
only like 3
That's
Starbucks.
2 days.
It's
I
like
mean,
two days.
2 orders.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's expensive.
that time I buy coffee when I'm going out is when I'm on vacation, and it's usually when my dad wants to get away from everyone. He's like, "Let's go get some coffee," and I'm like, "Sounds good, Dad."
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll drive.
Right, and he just wants the black coffee, and that's just the 5 minutes of silence.
Yeah.
That's and generally vacation out when you're outside of your house, you're more likely to be like, I'm going to actually pay for a coffee. During a normal work week, I can't justify it. I'm like, I can do it all here at home. Bring my giant coffee to work. That also limits my coffee drinking because I don't drink coffee after like 10 a.m., which is better for me, I think. I just think it's not.
I got 3 kids. I got 4 grandchildren. Even my first thing I wanted to do was buy a beer, not a fuck. And even my grandkids now, it's like, fuck, let's go get a beer, love. Like we got rid of them. I never wanted to buy a cup of coffee.
Wait a second. You're 56 and you're having beers with your grandkids? The math ain't adding up on that one, bro.
Unless everybody grandkids, I'm saying I spent time with them, and I didn't want to go. Sir, I wanted to go for a beer after I spent time with them, not cost of coffee. Let's get
Yes.
a beer.
Yes.
Although I can
Math ain't
appreciate
mathing.
I can appreciate the concept of some people like smoke hash and have coffee. I think that's a nice little combo. I could see that being little tasty
Oh,
treat.
I smoke copious amounts of hash. I smoke copious amounts of that, but I still don't want to go and get a cup of coffee.
Oh, I hear you. I'm just saying, I know that that's a combo that certain people like a lot. I think that flavor wise would be a nice combination.
Try that one.
It's sort of like it feels like an 1800s thing, a cup of black coffee and a bowl of hash, you know, back in, you know, the old country or something. What's that, RW?
Sounds like a good day in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in the 80s. What do you expect? I'm an 80s man. Fucking
Right.
you lot so
All
younger
right,
than me.
there are 4 lights.
There's our guy.
BMX man. I mongoose with my mag wheels. I did the tabletop, did all that. But you wouldn't believe it now to look at me. But like, yeah, I did. I was BMX bandit. I fucking right. I watched the film.
It looks like BMX has shifted into scooters, Razor scooters.
No, it's a different thing. Razor's its own. BMX is still real. They do their own thing.
But amongst the youth, I mean, it seems the majority of the youth, you go to a skate park, there's like all these scooters.
I see that too, but that's because it's easy. It's a skateboard with handles.
Damn right.
It is just
when they pull a backflip though, it's still impressive.
But
well,
BMX,
yeah, it's not really impressive to me.
as soon as you got to be pegs, the right grips, the right thing, then and we had no YouTube then. It was BMX magazines, so you had to work it out. How they do this trick, the tabletop, and do all that. And yeah. But it was great time. I've got a pal now that we were BMXers. 40 years I've known him. I'm 55. He's got boxes of every BMX, the mongooses, and I keep telling him, I said, they're probably in that box, but apparently these boxes is worth a fortune because they got the original fucking mongoose in it, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, they are.
Full size bike in a box.
Yeah, like I know.
Have you been skating at all this spring?
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I was better at BMXing than I ever was at skating, but I tried it. Yeah, I had the mag. That was another one again. You should change the chucks on it. I wasn't really into. I wasn't like Tony Hawk or shit, but we had skate tracks and we'd fucking try it. I could do a few tricks, but not a load. Like you see some of these cunts, they're amazing, but. Yeah, I wasn't afraid of it. The truth is, you had to
Aphid Lip.
Yeah, Aphid Lip, the guy here in the middle who I was asking the question to is a good skater if he skates more.
No, I don't lose it. You know, like some of my friends, I noticed that they, you know, I feel like I skate just as good as I always have.
Kickflip dialed every time.
I don't do street stuff.
Kickflip on flat ground
anymore.
Every time.
I don't do much of that. It's always like bowls and concrete bowls and half pipes and stuff like that for the most part.
So you're not doing a lot of flip tricks, shit
no,
like that.
or riding rails or anything like that.
I say I did the race and shit, but I remember I bought this thing. It was called the Blackadder, and then you had to have the chucks and the wheels going in. It was a big thing to have these red jelly wheels then. But the biggest trick was could you drop the skateboard and flick it up and catch it in your hand? And it took me fucking weeks and weeks to learn this. And there was just nothing about doing the rail or fuck all, but this was like so cool. It was like a film and some cunt did it. And like I spent weeks trying to.
Would that be called a finger flip?
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure what he's talking about. I'm thinking
I've seen
off a board and
you
like
do
just
like an
bounce on a
ollie
tail
and
and pop it up to catch it.
You basically had to flip off a curb or have to flip it off. That you had a little something a bit higher, and you could flip the chuck, and you could spin it up. The thing would spin, and you grab it. And holy fuck, I must have spent countless hours trying to master this trick.
Yeah,
maybe a boneless is what he's talking about. Maybe.
Sure. Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
so Cy, are you from? Is Kent Ashford anywhere, or is it Ashford Kent? I think it's Ashford Kent. I think. Is that anywhere
No.
close to you?
I'm from a place called Cornwall, down in Cornwall, the end of Cornwall. The place where the ship left and discovered America, that place where the Pilgrim
Because
Fathers come.
you remind me of the actor Mark Rylance. I don't know if you know who that is.
Oh no, I don't.
He did the voice. He did the voice for a movie called BFG.
Oh, that's a kiddie film. I don't watch that.
It is a kiddie. It is a kiddie film. That's correct.
What does that mean?
But I haven't watched
Well, like
it.
more of a movie for children.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But it was a Steven Spielberg movie.
My kids watch it. It's a great film. Yeah. It's just I don't remember the people in it. No.
The guy's voice sounds like your accent.
I'm like Shrek, but a thick one.
Oh, there are for lights says BFG had a Devon Cornwall accent.
Yeah, he might have.
Devon.
Look,
Devon.
Devon. Yeah, Devon. Yeah. Four Lights is right. It's a Devon and Cornwall. I haven't seen the film, so I have to watch it. But yeah, it is Devon and Cornwall. Yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from Cornwall.
Okay. Well, he's from Ashford, Kent. That's why I asked, because I thought
it's like
he
the
was
other
born
side.
He was born there. I don't know if he lived there.
Yeah, if you speak to Kent people, they're like, hey, yeah, all right, mate, all right. Yeah. You see a huge disparity between my accent and Kent. You'd have a fucking shot. Kent, your accent, but then I'm bound to say that.
Did you ever hear about the guy from Kent?
Take what you can get, right?
Did you? Anybody?
What's up?
There once was a man from Kent. Did you ever hear that? Limerick?
Have you heard that?
I feel like it sounds familiar.
It's extremely vulgar, and I would not feel right saying it in the presence of a woman.
Of aphid? Oh.
No, especially a woman of your type, because I feel like you're not a dirty joke type of girl.
Oh,
so I don't
you
want
only
to.
use Dorita.
What?
I'm just gonna Google this later.
She
then,
makes me
just-
blush, dude.
So it's no big deal.
Go ahead.
No big deal.
No, nothing. Not much is gonna phase me.
Oh, there once was a man from Kent. His dick was so long it bent. He said with a grin, with cum on his chin, if my ear was a cunt, I'd fuck it. I know. It's horrible.
It's not even that good, though.
Sad.
It's not even that. The lyricist could have done so much better.
I think I screwed it up, but yeah,
I actually live in the country, and I've got to admit that's the first time I've heard that.
I don't know. It was some probably dumb thing from when I was like 11 years old and teen boys, you know.
I
Right.
feel like I've heard a different version, but I don't know what
Kent
it was.
was only used because
Yeah.
it rhymed with bent.
Yeah, but the original one, the guy was from Nantucket.
Mm.
And his dick was so long he could suck it, he said with a grin. Okay.
That's the only way. It's the only way to use Nantucket.
Yeah, so Nantucket was the OG. I may have ad-libbed in the Kent part.
What a Kent.
I don't know. That Nantucket one, I heard that, and I thought that is very funny.
Nantucket's a good one. Yeah. Good
Forlight's
times.
got a brand new combine harvester. Damn, dude, you're rolling.
Who did?
What's that, like $500,000?
Well, yeah, those are. So do they do more than one thing? Is that what they're called, combines? I always thought, does that mean they do a combination of things?
Yes, that's my understanding. They harvest, they sort, and they spit it to the truck beside them.
All in one shot, right? So it's got the conveyor belt, the processor, all of that stuff.
There's different setups, yeah.
That is cool. Yeah, that whole large scale farming thing, pretty wild.
It blows my mind how many grocery stores we have that are all stocked all the time.
I know. Same. you add it up, they all have the same amount of cans of tomato sauce. How many tomatoes are grown at any time in the world year round to keep us stocked with that? But here's the thing. They end up putting so many preservatives in it, it takes the pressure off so they only have to produce it for certain times of the year because it'll last for the entire year. But it's still
juice is what trips me out. And my dad was making a joke the other day to me. He's like, you know all that juice that's in every single grocery store across the whole country?
Sure.
Yeah, that's not juice. It's not possible that that's juice because we can't even produce that many fruits. So what the hell is it? And you look at the juice that's on the shelf, and there's only like so many that even have like Welch's grape juice and stuff that actually is juice. Maybe some.
We buy
juice.
the kind that say on it 100% juice, and all the ingredients are juice. You can buy
What, from concentrate or
no. They sell bottles of it and juice boxes of it. Honest Kids is one brand that's 100% juice.
That apple juice tastes like water.
Yeah. I mean, but it doesn't have anything in it besides probably cheap apples. I don't know, but no added sugar means a lot to me personally.
No added fruit.
Yeah.
No, like they only theoretically the only sweetener would be anything that would have been in the fruit per se,
Or any animals that fell in the vat.
Oh, come on.
entirely
Right.
possible.
I don't want to talk about allowances because then Aphid won't be able to eat food anymore. I just look at the logistics of all that, like all the growing, all the production, all the trucks rolling back and forth constantly to keep all these shelves at stocked. It's pretty impressive. It's something that people go day to day with and just don't really pay attention to. But
it's all the shit on them. It's all the shit you put on them that big business does. If you grow these things in your back garden, you'll get a natural wastage of about 20%. I think big business has got it down to about 2%. And then you think, how have they managed that? And it's all the crap. And we're eating that crap.
Chemicals. Like we have organic garden here and it's way more than 20% loss.
It's inevitable. But I mean, they also harvest their tomatoes when they barely started turning any color from green. And then they finish them.
It tastes like plastic.
They finish them in rooms that are pumped with pressurized nitrogen, and that causes them to rapidly turn red, even though they're not fully mature, which is like an unnatural maturation of the fruit.
We just did a new setup for the tomatoes this year to try it. So we have a bunch of Amish paste tomatoes, and we've got some Sunsets and Kellogg's beefsteak type style, but we made it like a cow panel hoop house. So we made like a tunnel, and we're going to tie it to the tunnel on the outside. So it's kind of my mom's height, so she'll be able to go through it and just pick as they hang down instead of the traditional round cages that you put them in. So if that works,
hanging beefsteaks though, what about the weight of those big bad boys? Isn't that going to be too much?
No problem whatsoever.
Cool. Have you guys done San Marzanos?
No, I haven't heard of that. We're doing a new one this year that I got off Etsy called what are they called? They look like a dragon's egg. So I'll take some pictures for you if they
Sorry. I took a step out there, so I'm a little bit behind. But don't you think that's amazing when big business now, they call it natural finishing, and they finish a product before it's even harvested? And I know I'm a bit behind the curve what we was talking about, but it's very scary stuff, really scary stuff.
I'm not familiar with that term.
Yeah, not well it is here. It's called they call it it's not natural finishing, but they call it natural finishing when they can harvest it quicker and then they can put different nutrients and God knows what in it, and they finish it quicker, then they can call it natural finishing.
Yeah, here you go. Eastwind. Yeah, Cento doesn't have San Marzano tomatoes. That's not possible. So they should be investigated.
Right,
I've done a lot of research on it. Go ahead.
Amish paste tomatoes are basically the same thing as what these things are coming up in the picture. They're just not as skinny. So it's the same concept. It's the same shape. It's excellent for canning.
What is
the Amish paste ones? They're basically
Okay.
a different version of that you just showed me.
The San Marzano is what they use to make like pizza sauce in Italy, the real original one.
Right.
And
this is very similar. Because
there's
you literally
one,
make a paste out of it.
there's one other type from Italy that is also really worth growing for fresh pasta sauce, like when you haven't even you don't want to really cook it very much, with a little bit of cream, Parmesan, garlic, and white wine. It's called a Pompadour tomato. That is a fabulous tomato as well. Those two are really good Italian tomatoes.
Does have anything to do with out in your part of the country, or the world? Is halal meat got anywhere into your societies yet?
What's
I'm
the
sorry,
meat?
say that again?
Halal. It's started to creep in.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
we don't
UK.
want that shit here. We don't want no fucking halal, dude.
Has it creeped in out there or no? Because it's creeped in this
cities.
country.
In cities,
Unbelievable.
you
Like
can get it.
Yeah, here you'll have restaurants that are labeled halal and butchers that are labeled halal, and I'm more than happy to allow them to run their businesses the way they want. I'm just not going to procure to their establishments. Fuck that.
yeah, I want that. What I was that happens in businesses, and whether you want me or not, but it's gone into the mainstream food stream. What I'm saying is, you and me went in and bought a chicken in Walmart. All of a sudden, we don't realize we're buying halal.
Right. I've heard that about the UK. My guy Hayden Hewitt in Manchester was talking about how now it's harder to find out if you're even buying halal fucking meats over there. Because some places it's easier by default to just make everything halal and not tell anybody. Ignorance is bliss, and then the Muslims are happy and everyone else doesn't care.
Yeah.
But if you do care about how the animals are killed, then you should not want fucking halal food, because it's inhumane.
Absolutely. And I run a farm, but I was just interested to see it's made a footprint in the UK. I was just interested to see, is that out in Canada and America? Is it starting to make a footprint?
No,
That's
it
what I
is.
was
It's
trying to-
here. It's here, and
I
it's
mean,
also in
it's-
Australia.
It's here, but isn't it more in just specialty shops though, RW?
If you go to places that have more population, it's definitely, you'll see stores that are halal. They'll, like, we just went to a place an hour away, more civilized, more population, and they had a halal shop right there. And that place isn't really even built up as much as Charlotte and all that.
My argument is, I ran a farm. I got a farm. I'm retired now, but I got a farm. My children run it. But the strictness of butchery and slaughter of every animal was unbelievable, right? And good thing we want good things to go. This halal come along. This was crazy. Like I couldn't slaughter an animal like this, and I think it's wrong the way they slaughter the animal like that. That's wrong. Listen, you want to eat the animal, that's fine. Make the animal feel no pain. Do it, and we eat the animal. We got to come with our own consciousness then that we've ate the animal. But I don't want to see an animal with its throat slit and do that. Then I'll be thinking, like, I don't want to eat that animal. Does that make any sense?
You're talking about the humane, what your view of humane is for butchering versus what they do.
Humane, instant stun. Even down to, we do a turkey for the Christmas, and it's instant stun. We got a butcher come in, they do instant stun. But the halal way would be if we just stood there and cut the turkey's throats and hung them, and that's what I'm trying to get at. That shouldn't be allowed. We spent hundreds of years trying to say, like, there's a good way to slaughter animals. Not saying it's like, oh, slaughter animals, but we're meat eaters, right? So we go to the best we can. That think that's the safest, nicest, and least evasive way. And then all of a sudden, someone comes and said, no, we can just hang them from a chain and cut their neck. and it's like that ain't right in
So
my
it's-
eyes.
So halal. So it's the practice of halal or kosher goes back to Abrahamic law. You know, for what they could do to the animal so that they could eat it and it was still lawful. It's the Muslim version of the Abrahamic rights. When it comes to all that, I don't know. I think the biggest issue that was happening in Australia while I was there is that there's this claim that the proceeds for halal was going to fund terrorism, and that is, people are saying that's been debunked, and the money doesn't go back to the East and go towards those things. So there's a very political issue as opposed to the humanitarian issue of the slaughter.
But you can't have a two-way system which says it's right for you in how you can slaughter your animal, but some other people can slaughter an animal totally different than what you agree with. Like if you agree with, like, yeah, that's cool. Like imagine, like, we lived in a time where they used to kill whales and butcher them and shit, and we look at it now with distaste and think this is terrible.
Not everybody. Not everybody
States.
here. Not everybody here. I don't speak. Don't speak for me. My concept comes from a different point here. I don't really know if I am concerned with. See, I'm pro hunting, so I can't say that I always want an animal to whatever pass on in the most painless way. You can't be pro hunting and then be a hardliner for that thing that I just said. Because you understand, there's always going to be an amount of suffering when you hunt an animal. It's pretty damn rare that someone downs an animal to death in one shot. I mean, they generally run, or they drop and they flop
suffer.
around. Yeah.
Right.
Either way, it ain't good. It ain't like that. I mean, sometimes those big giant buffaloes don't even know they're shot. They just stand there and then they flop. But it's like, I'm a pro hunter, but I feel like they've just figured out how to dispatch animals humanely that are bred and manufactured for killing to eat. And that's the way I want it done. Whatever they say is the way that they.
That's precisely what I'm saying. You're living in a world where, and obviously, that's a different kettle of fish. That's you're buying a thing. You're going to shoot that thing for hunt. You might take your kid with you, and every bit of that animal gets killed. And I get it. Listen, I've been hunting. You got to cut the throat, but when we say we come to a civilized society and we want to produce meat, it should be produced in a systematic way, which we did for a very long time. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a different way. They say this is the way it should be done. It ain't like you going out and then killing 10 things and cutting 10 throats. I'm talking about industrial scale, not good treatment of animals.
I want to bring a baseline in. So there's a question in the chat of what is the difference between halal and kosher? Is it very different? There are some differences, but the main thing is that the method is a single swift cut across the throat. So some may say that's not humane because in the Western civilization they take an air gun and stick it on their head and blast their brain out. You know, you're killing it either way. And the difference is that in the method, one moment please. And the difference in the method of slitting the throat is that it lets the blood drain out. And those.
Hold on. One person at a time. Side. Let RW finish, please.
I will. But you cut anything's throat. You cut anything's throat, it'll be alive till the last blood drains out of him. You kill it with a bolt in the head, the brain dead. So they won't know that. That's what I'm trying to get.
The point is, when the throat is slit, the purpose is to get all of the blood out because they're not meant to eat the blood. The issue that some people also have with this system is that in halal, the name of Allah must be invoked for each animal killed, and so Christians believe that you're not meant to eat meat that's offered to other gods. So there's multiple reasons why people don't like it. There's a difference in the aspect of what is humane. There's a different aspect of religious rights, and I'm sure there's other reasons that you can get into for why people will prefer one thing over another.
That's
I'm
why,
not
in my
saying
mind, I'm okay with them having it on their own in their own personal shops. They can sell it to the world. People can buy it from them, but just make it readily available to have it non-halal.
In our society, we still cut their throats, but we stun them before. That's what I'm saying. The problem is we stun them before. I'm not saying we don't cut their throats. We do, but we kill them at the point of before we cut their throat. They cut their throat at the point when they're still alive. That's not right. I tell you now, that's not right.
I just think it seems a little hypocritical to. I heard chickens were used earlier in the conversation, and I've seen where these chickens get grown, and there's like this little bitty cage, and there's like 100 chickens stuffed in there as tight as they can be, and they live their whole life like that, and then we're supposed to care like their last 10 seconds of their life if they knew they were bleeding out when they lived such a shitty life anyway. I don't care. I don't want to think about it, but I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't know. Once you get down to chicken size, it starts to count less. And then as you get bigger,
is that how that works?
Yeah, like a really small, like guinea pigs they eat in South America. That's practically
how
like
far
that
do you
size.
go before you give a shit? How smaller does the animal have to become before you give a shit?
I'd say chickens. About
I don't
the
give a shit.
threshold
I don't
there.
give a shit if we're gonna eat the animal. I don't give a shit how big it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's
think
poultry.
silly.
Maybe it's poultry. I care less about.
Even if people want to eat stuff that we don't agree with, why are we to decide? If it's I'm sure some people are friends with cows, and I'll eat a burger.
But so there's a difference if you take the animal's life or not, because when we're going to the grocery store and we're buying something, that's very different than if we're taking the life of the animal ourselves and butchering and eating it. Very different.
And
experience.
you'd like for it to be done humane, whether you want to eat meat or not. You'd like for it to be done humanely.
What I'm saying is they don't live humanely, so why do we care about them in their last 10 seconds, but not give a shit about them the whole rest of their life?
Well, obviously, you don't give a fuck about where your food comes from because you're happy for your food to live in shit. And it comes back to the people cutting their throat. Every animal deserves to live a life, whether it's for food or not. You can't treat it badly. I wouldn't eat meat if I looked at someone and said, oh, they were treating that meat terribly while it was alive. I wouldn't eat that meat. I'd say, fuck you. I've got to fucking go to the other farmer.
Very, very good, Si.
Yeah, if you get your if you lived by that, that's more power to you, and you got the right. You're not hypocritical to think otherwise. If you don't go to the grocery store and buy a pack of chicken that just is sitting there on the shelf, and you refuse to do that, then you got a right to say what you're saying.
Saying I refuse to do that. I'm not saying I've been a KFC. I'm just saying my personal opinion is listen, I grew up on a farm, so you eat everything on a farm. But I don't agree with this halal and this, like, there's a format. There's a way you deal with the product.
I mean, I see why people wouldn't be comfortable with it. It just seems a little hypocritical.
You went to some fancy steakhouse and they played a video to you with the cow, and after it was cut, and this is your cut of meat and blah, blah, blah. They played a video at the start and said, "Oh, we cut his throat," and look at him. The poor cow was shaking like a motherfucker.
Well, I mean, when we go to a seafood house, there's a fish tank full of lobsters you can pick from. I mean, that's a similar thing.
Yeah,
it's just a different animal.
Yeah, I don't eat it, and I don't agree with that. Listen, cunts there with big lobsters. Some of them lobsters are 60 years old. Who the fuck should be eating them? They should be back in the sea. And I'm not a greener, but they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be there for rich people to buy a 60-year-old lobster.
I love me some lobster, man.
I know.
It's damn good.
I never rated it. I've had it a few times, and I thought, why is everyone giving a fuck about it? Like,
It's really not that great. I mean,
no, I have crabs. I think better crab is better than better lobster, in my opinion.
Yeah, do you know what? I was just going to say, I had a bit of crab that was better than that. I had
Right.
lobster 3 or 4 times now. I've had it done with restaurants. I bought it stuff, and I thought, why is that? It's a bit like what's that shit with the fish eggs?
Bro,
what's that?
Caviar.
Oh,
Caviar. Everyone raves about that. Listen, get me any sensible person and say, yeah, I'll dip a spoon in that caviar and eat it and say, oh, it's wonderful. They're a fucking weirdo. I wouldn't want to be near them again. But I've done it. and it's
You give
shit.
me a piece of lobster meat with a little pile of Ocetric caviar on that and a little melted butter, and that is heaven on earth. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah. But listen, you're a rich Canadian fella. You're a rich Canadian fella.
It's about time somebody points that out.
See these stars? You see these stars? That ain't Canadian, brother. That ain't Canadian.
damn Canucks.
Yeah.
Although
He's
they
probably
still-
gonna-
Stolen, we
He's
got a
probably
little bit
gonna
of stolen valor coming on right here.
He said, yes, this is my breakfast. And he's going to pick a big fucking lobster out. The poor cunt's 102 years old. And he's going to say, I'm going to eat this.
I've had beluga caviar before, rarely, maybe twice in my life, and it is absolutely incredible. But it's salty and it's fishy and
Yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah. I've had it.
but
I did. It just
you put it on.
God.
I had it on. What I thought the best was on a slice of green apple, and it's salty on that sweet apple. I thought it was.
It takes away the
I did.
saltiness.
I couldn't say
Exactly.
it tasted horrible, but it was just like, what the fuck are they all raving about? Like, and it didn't matter what you put it on. The bit you put it on tasted better than the fucking caviar.
Well, I hear you.
But-
It's unusual, but I do see the umami of it. There's things that are just a little odd tasting, like truffles.
Mommy.
Truffle is delicious, but it's
Yeah,
strange.
I
taste.
like truffle. Yeah, I like truffle. We went out for a meal the other week and we had a fancy, and I had a lot of truffle on things. Then we went out the day after and I had truffle. Now I get it, truffle. I get it. Now my missus, she's like, oh, it's horrible. But I like it. But we both agree that caviar is rubbish.
Interesting. So if it passes your like or dislike test, it's okay. Even though they literally have specialized pigs and dogs that sniff out this funny fungus that grows underground, particularly
Truffle, bro.
around certain trees.
Truffle.
And then they fucking dig it up and sell it for hundreds of dollars an ounce. That's normal. That's okay, according to Cy. But if you are eating fish eggs at also hundreds of dollars an ounce, that's no bueno. I mean, I think the two things are extremely comparable,
Yeah.
similar.
Well, it's yin and yang, isn't it? It's what you say is nice and I say is nice. Now I've had truffle, and I have tried that caviar a load of times, and my missus is the same. She's like, no, we're not sure, and we've tried it in basic places and Michelin star places. And not once did I've had it and I thought it's nice, but not once. I rushed back to get that again. So it's like
You know
everybody.
what I don't like, Cy? What I don't like as a gardener of vegetables is like when someone's in the garden and they don't just take that cabbage head and do a smooth cut and take its head right off. They just take it and grab it and rip it out of the ground, roots and all. No morality whatsoever.
What does that have to do with the cabbage?
It's an attempt
But
at
you know,
It's nothing. I
they
was just
call
trying to
that they call that a Neanderthal, and unfortunately, a Neanderthal you can never tell them what good food is. They're just a Neanderthal.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Unusual non sequitur there by Cy, but that's okay.
You know, you're trying to have a go at me. Listen, the fella with the DJ club. I've been cool to you. I'm all right. I like you.
Who's got the
That's-
DJ club?
I think it's Aphid. I mean, he's like Johnny. Johnny Fever. It'd be cool if you had a giant 70s microphone for like that whole frame. Look
I'll have
out
to
for one
work
of
on
those.
I will.
You never know, like
Fallout microphones.
Those can be really expensive.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
the one
But
Stern over the
And
years,
even
the
the
one
wrong
Stern
dumpster.
has had. Stern, I imagine, uses probably the
The
best.
problem with those is going to be I'll need a separate component because this is a USB one, and most of those are the what do you call those? Smoke Stevie would know the special rounder thing with the two prongs that go into the.
I want one of those out of the film called the Soggy Bottom Boys, and they had
Oh yeah,
springs on.
Soggy Bottom
Those are great.
Boys.
Those are great.
That's Biden and Trump, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
that-
mic I want. Dapper Dan, and I have a bit
Dapper
of Dapper
Dan, that's right.
Bob.
I'm a Dapper
Yeah.
Dan man.
Oh, that was
Dapper
Man of Constant Sorrow.
Yeah.
right?
It's from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah, that's such a good song.
That's what the
What's it called? Constant Sorrow. Constant Sorrow. That was a good film, actually. I thought-
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't know.
great
It
film.
was
I love
it was weird. It didn't really work.
You don't
for me.
like it? You don't like
The
it?
whole thing when they were playing live and George Clooney up there, right? Wasn't George Clooney in there somewhere?
Yeah, George Clooney. Yeah.
He's a big
See, I-
faker.
I
Yeah.
can,
He
you
was
know,
such
I mean,
a
I
badass
appreciate it.
when he
did a great
was
job.
on
He
Spain,
did a
and
great job.
I think it was done by the Farey brothers. I think they did something about Mary in a few of them films, and they were just good at that offbeat, weird
No, it was
shit.
the Coen brothers that made
Coen brothers, you got it. Yeah, the Coen brothers. Yeah. And they were just so brilliant at offbeat comedy, still drama, still comedy, still, and you watched it and you was like hooked. Yeah. Wasn't that big fella in there? What was he called? He was out of that Rosie.
John Goodman.
Yeah, fuck me. He robbed them, didn't he? He robbed them. Oh my god.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of him.
John Goodman, I always have never see him in that film.
That whole
The
movie.
eight-
That whole movie is based off of the Odyssey.
Is it?
Yes.
The-
And he's
the
the
album?
Cyclops. He's the Cyclops because
Or
he's
the
got the
book.
patch over his eye. The book.
Oh, well, that makes a bit of sense now.
Yeah. Or I was
Yeah.
thinking of a movie album.
Yeah,
That film, they already got mixed up with the gypsies, but all of a sudden, that John Goodman's character come out of nowhere, and they was under a tree, and he said, "I can do this," and he was like, "How the fuck did John Goodman get here?" Like it was, that was a good film. If you haven't saw it, you gotta watch it.
Smoke Steve, don't think so.
What?
That Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a good film.
It was okay. I wasn't.
Oh,
that-
Steve!
I wasn't that. I wasn't that thoroughly entertained.
You know, it seems
You
like
like
there's
the Blues
people
Brothers.
that love that movie or just don't really like it, and there's nobody in between.
Someone to the
No,
cinema.
I'm sort of an in between. I'm sort of
Are
a. I'd give it like a C.
If you flip it across, if it comes on, like you're flipping through the channels and comes on, do you stick on it, or are you like, oh god, I'm gonna get this off?
Not for a second.
Yeah. So
Right on by.
So bring it up then. If you've got a top film of that generation, bash it out there. Let's discuss it. What is the best film then? If you don't think it,
Of what year?
well,
that would
same as
be 2000.
what would that be about?
Three?
96. Yeah,
No,
93.
2003.
Early
I'm
2000 was the best movie. Early 2000.
Nah, it was older than that. It was the late 90s.
I don't know. I mean,
Ocean
I'm not gonna
11.
say you're.
Yeah, I think that was really good.
Well,
Ocean
let's
Eleven.
just say, right, any
Yeah.
film from 20 years before, right, 20 years, because everything's
Right.
shit.
2000. It was 2000. So it was right in between the both of us.
So let's go up to 2010. So that's your limit. 2010 is the top, and you can go back as far as you want.
For the best movie up to 2010.
I don't think I could answer that. That's a lot.
I used to really like
Yeah,
it.
that is a big list, to be honest with you. Sorry. But let's bring it down to The trouble is, we start bringing it down, and all these younger people, like, they don't know any of these films. They don't realize how close we are to the graveyard.
I'm going to stick
So
to the
that-
original Star Wars, A New Hope. I think I've watched that movie more than any other movie.
You know, I've sat here for the last couple of nights, and I've had hey, we got the HBO come on, Scott, and I thought I was going to watch the old Star Wars back and watch it, but I'm afraid to watch even the originals because you think, are you going to think, oh, that was shit? Like,
No, you won't, because they created technology to make that movie. I think that's a massive standard. Just like Avatar, they push technology to make that movie, so it needs more.
To watch it because I watched it in the cinema. I watched all three of them, the first three as a kid, like Attacker and like they put off on it, and I thought, like, I said to my missus, I said, oh, should we watch them? Like, and I thought, like, all I've got is brilliant memories. Star Wars was everything to me, and we Star Wars. So now I'm a bit afraid to watch the originals, and I know there's shitloads of the other ones, but like, I'm afraid to watch them. I think, you know, what's that they say? Meet your heroes, never meet your heroes.
Yes,
my
it's true.
My movies from the early 2000s would be, of course, The Lord of the Rings. That's it. That was the only movies I watched then. So for me, those are the best. And
I never got into them. I read the books when I was a kid. They had the Lord of the Rings books years before the films come out, and I read the books, and I never watched the films. I watched one with you. And,
you missed out. I've read the books multiple times in my life.
I know that. Yeah, I agree with you. I know that because I watched one with the wife, and I was like, "Holy fuck! I've got to watch all these films."
Yeah, they're worth it.
Which of the
They're
three?
worth it.
Which of the three is your favorite?
I'm gonna say 2007.
Are you talking to Sarita?
No, I was talking to Smoke Steve of the
Oh, sorry.
Lord of the Rings movies. Which of the three was your favorite?
It's tough between the first one and the last one.
I like the last one best.
I can't even tell you. I think the first one was the one with Gandalf and like
Gandalf was in all of them.
Gandalf
Yeah.
the Grey was in the first one.
Gandalf
It's me
the
as
Grey.
a kid. Yeah, you know how crazy this is though, as you're a kid. Gandalf was a big thing
You might as
before
well
these
play your
films.
movie because it's a good one.
I worked for a boy. I used to clean up the yard, this fucking farm, and this bloke used to come in and had the whole fucking back of the truck, and it was Gandalf, and the truck was called Gandalf. And this is back like it was before any bank. But I was like, holy fuck, this is some truck. This
Yeah.
is and
Some of
and, like,
Gandalf's best lines would have been.
yeah, I watched one, and don't get me wrong, I thought it was brilliant, but it was just like my missus keeps telling me she watches them countless times, and I'm like, I don't know. I hate watching stuff that's gone on too long, and then you think, oh, that wasn't as good as it should have been. If that makes sense.
It's tough when it is tough when things go on for too long.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Anyways,
All in all, for you.
I would say Gandalf, who said Gandalf the Grey, right? RW. When he was in the first one, when he comes back after fighting the Balrog of Morgoth, and they say Gandalf
the White.
And, and he says, "Oh yes, Gandalf the Grey. I was him," and then like he explains, "I am Gandalf the White, and I come back to you at the turning of the tides." That is a great line, and that's like when you realize they got a chance. They found Gandalf, and now he's
They're
like
saying there's a chance.
he's badass. Yeah, because like they're in the forest of the Ents, and it's Gimli, it's the elf, and it's Aragorn, I believe. And when the elf senses that there's a presence coming, and they think it's going to be that other wizard.
And this is
or whatever his name is. And then it shows up and it's
What's
Gandalf.
going for their name?
That's
Smeagol?
great. No, the other
the
wizard.
this is how it changes with the ages. You can miss it by a couple of years. You know, the biggest thing in my life at that time, it was a thing called Time Bandits. You have to Google it.
Oh my god, that's That's my
Yeah.
that's my in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, that was the first of the films that showed you the magical world like you could have, like what happened with Gandalf Amber. But Time Bandits was the first. It was like, shit, you can open a cupboard and go here and do this, and it's like, yeah, it's quite funny.
Oh,
Only takes, and you've missed out on other things with other people.
Time Bandits is just a brilliant movie.
I don't remember that one.
Which one?
Time Bandits.
It's worth a watch. If you've never saw Time Bandits, yeah, you
It's a
gotta give
Terry
it
Gilliam movie. It's probably his, well, in my
Yeah,
opinion, his
yeah,
best.
sorry, but he was quite a popular director at the time. But it is just, oh Jesus, I might watch it again tomorrow. But it's just, it's
That
just
cover. Looks like Monty
a bit like Gandalf films.
He
and all
was
that.
he was part of Monty
And
Python.
And it's
Oh, okay.
just like you're into a world that is like,
The guy that
wow,
made this.
this is crazy, and like, oh, you can do this, and you
I
can,
don't remember his name.
you know, that's what movies are, isn't it? Movies supposed to take you away.
That's John
and
Cleese.
make
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Sean
Robin
Connery's
Hood.
in it. Oh,
I'm pretty
John
sure he's
Cleese is
in
the
Monty
best
Python.
Robin Hood, bar none, of all time.
Oh,
What
we'll have
movie?
to watch it, dude. Time
Time
Bandits.
Bandits.
They redid it. There's a TV series from 2024 for it.
Don't pay attention to anything but the original movie.
I
Okay.
remember that
No
one.
problem.
And was it around the same time as Baron von Munchausen?
That came after, same director, Terry Gilliam.
Same director. Right.
That was
they
the
are-
next. That was the next movie he made after Time Bandits, which I was disappointed in because I was such a Time Bandits fan. Still am.
Right.
I can recite every word. I've probably never seen any. Well, maybe the first Lord of the Rings I've seen more.
So Time Bandits is better than Baron von Munchausen.
Yeah,
is what
I
you're
think
saying.
so.
Princess Bride, like he did that one.
Same
Yeah,
guy
Sarita-
did The Princess Bride.
No. That the way that he's talking about Time Bandits is kind of like how I treated Princess Bride for a while. But Sarita has a movie.
Ocean's 11. I mean,
Yeah, I
all of
didn't
them, but yeah, that one's probably my favorite that I can think of at the moment.
It definitely has a lineup of actors.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite in that genre of movies, to be honest with you.
Oh, Steve. What about Waterworld?
Not my favorite. Yeah, like in that genre that you're talking about, Sarita, I was more of a Heat guy. I loved Heat. But
What is
I
the
think-
genre? Stealing
The
stuff?
best. It's
Yeah,
the best,
like-
they got the best shoot 'em up scene probably
Yeah.
in any movie ever.
Grandiose, huge robberies, automatic weapon fighting scenes, like Point Break is probably in that category.
Michael Mann directed Heat, and
Al
he's
Pacino.
another one of my favorite actors. Our favorite directors.
Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. What year is this? 95. I don't think I watched this.
Oh, you gotta see Heat's a must. You gotta watch that once. You gotta
Val
watch
Kil-
Time Bandits once.
Val Kilmer's work in this, I think it's a Colt AR in the street scene, gunfight scene, stripping clips out, magazines out, just fucking turning direction and doing like some really like great shooting techniques. Like people
Danny
are like,
Trejo.
wow, where did Val Kilmer learn how to shoot? Like apparently they did like really good shooting training for that
Oh.
movie.
All right, so you just said a name that brought up another movie, Tombstone.
Of course, a classic.
Tombstone's the Wild West.
He was good in both of them. And he
I'm your Huckleberry.
No.
No? All right, never mind.
Val Kilmer is amazing. I like Val Kilmer. Val
Watched
Kilmer's
the
one of
Highlander
the
series.
best
Smoke with
actors.
no
What
business.
was that?
I
So, what's that? I'll be a Huckleberry. Do you remember the cunt done the thing with the fucking gun and fucking Val Kilmer? And they reckon, I've read bits on this, but they reckon there was so much ad-libbing done in that film. What was the other fella called? Shit.
Wait a second, Sai. You're thinking of Well, Johnny Ringo, you just like
Yeah,
look like somebody walked over your grave.
So, yeah.
That was
Because there was two films competing, wasn't there? There was Tombstone and another one. Didn't Kevin Costner do another version of it? At the time, there was like 2 Tombstone films.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry, Johnny. I
Yeah.
forgot you were there.
Costner, and it was about 3 hours long. But the best one, that's the one. What's he called? I can't
Iwo
remember his name.
Jima? Train to Iwo Jima? No.
Hey, look.
Yeah, Kurt Russell. Kurt
hey,
Russell was
a very nice compliment.
Yeah, there was 2 of them, but that was it. Yeah, the thing when he flipped the hand, he just flipped the can. Yeah.
Hey,
In-
a very nice and very accurate compliment too.
Ooh. Hottest girl in the room.
I,
Only girl in the room.
Winning.
the way I always looked at it in life, when you know, like a couple, you know, people, I'm not going to walk up to RW and say, "Hey, you look wonderful tonight, man." I'd say, "Boy, you guys look great. Sarita, you really look wonderful. You look great." But you don't compliment the man on his looks. Like,
Oh, I just remembered. I gotta go spit some live traps. See you later, Steve.
You know, so yeah.
I know it's implied, Steve. It's all right. Wink.
Wink, wink. All right.
Do you
What
think,
else do we got?
Do you think the Kurt Russell one was better, or do you think the what's he called?
Sure, I can see her in 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
You
think
know-
the Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer one is far superior to the Kevin Costner one.
Yeah,
Although,
everyone
wanna-
got a ad on it, didn't they? Like, which is the best? And I thought I couldn't pick myself, and I was like, but so many people looked hate on different ones, and yeah, it was hilarious. From 25 years ago.
I don't know what that is.
do you guys remember Dances with Wolves?
I don't think I ever saw it. I think.
Yeah, no, that's a good movie. I saw that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
his.
Busy Bee.
What was the other big? He had a big
Tatanka.
plot. Well, he had 2
Tatanka.
big plots. But do you remember one was called The Postman or something? I always
Yes,
liked them.
I've seen that one.
I never watched it, but they reckon it was a bit of a turkey. And over years, they reckon it weren't sad to watch it. But like, it's like some of these films, the reviews tell you first month, oh, it's all shit. But over time, like the films sort of mellow in and you like them.
Right. Aphid, you see this? Anarchist has the opposite
Oh.
belief as you.
Well, I mean, he's fine.
You know, when I was younger, I watched Baron von Munchausen one time, and I think I might have been doing a little of the old smoky smoke, you know, and I thought that it was pretty creative, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. All his movies, because he did Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. All his movies are
There was
Brazil.
some
He did
visual
Brazil.
stuff. He like did the scene where he like at one point he looks really huge and then he looks really tiny. The way they were doing the camera angles, it was definitely some tripped out shit. Which
You go back to we're going back to Val Kilmer. He did this thing called Top Secret. Oh, it's the most hilarious film ever. It's all like a German war. It come out just a bit before. Do you remember Steven Spielberg did a thing with all the Saturday Night Live people, and it was called 1944 or something like that. They had
Yes,
bloke
good
died,
movie.
and he flew. Yeah. But Val Kilmer did a thing before that, and it was called 19 earlier, whatever. No, it was called Top Secret. But holy fuck, it was funny. It was.
Are you sure that was
very
before that
funny.
movie? It's 1940. Is it 1943? That's a very old movie.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer would have been pretty young.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Oh, yeah.
could-
He was just starting out. He was known, but he was just starting out. There was a few top stars in it. The woman, I can't remember her name now, but she went on to bigger things. But yeah, it's
It's
hilarious.
1941. That was done in
Yes.
79. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. Val Kilmer would have been pretty young in 79.
Sarita, is he going to
Top
go
Secret?
trap a raccoon? That giant
Yeah.
double wide raccoon?
We're hoping so. Because otherwise it's going to start eating the chickens.
Yeah, but Top Secret was 84,
ducks.
so a little bit later.
Yeah. Once he's eaten all the ducks, though, it's the chickens, you know.
Right. The ducks were just for they were like part of the scenery. The chickens actually count.
Going to the cinema and being so excited, I was going in to watch The Blob. And do you remember, it was a film, I don't know if you ever watched it, The Blob, and the Blob just got bigger and bigger. But years later, they made a film about it, and it was something Van Dyke, he was in it. And they spun an alien thing on it, and it was this blob thing. But when I go back to when I was 12 years old, yeah, it was the blob. It was just this big blob that come out, and everyone was shit scared of this big blob that came out.
The Blob
Oh my
was
God.
a pretty terrible idea for a movie. Indeed.
Yeah, it wasn't a good film, but that's what we had on the Saturday.
Yeah,
Who's leaving?
I'm leaving too. So I saw somebody else is leaving. Because I gotta get out of here because I'm not gonna. It's Mother's Day, so I got the Mother's Day stuff I'm gonna take care of. So it's always good seeing you guys. Happy Mother's Day, Sarita.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's your day tomorrow, and you enjoy it. Don't
All
do
right.
anything and have everybody else do all your stuff for you.
I'm just gonna end it then since you guys are leaving. So
All right,
Well, I
sweet.
hate to be that, but I'll see you guys next time. It's always good seeing
Thank
you.
you for hosting, Smokes. To everybody,
no
have a great
problem.
week.
Everybody
I
take
fucking
care.
love the movie talk. I love the film talk. I love it. It's like, what?
See you later, dude. Happy Mother's Day. Tell RW have a nice night. Take care.
Look what I did. I broke it.
I think you're fine. I'm gonna give
Umbrella.
you the. You're fine. I'm gonna give you the boot, but it's not
Okay.
personal. I'm just ending it. See you later.
It's okay. See ya.
All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. It was a grand time, and I hope you all are doing great throughout the night here and have a awesome rest of the night. If by chance the fella who goes by the name of Scum TV happens to be on later, check out his channel. And there are 4 lights. See you, bud. Thanks for being here. Yeah, the pond blob was cool. I remember that thing. Mr. E, good night. Anarchist, cheers. And everybody else, really, take care and good night.